You don't deserve lungs.
Right? Item number SCP-087, Object Class Euclid, Special Containment Procedures. SCP-087 is located on the campus of Redacted. The doorway leading to SCP-087 is constructed of reinforced steel with an electro-release lock mechanism. Has been disguised to resemble a janitorial closet consistent with the design of the building. The lock mechanism on the doorknob will not release unless redacted volts are applied in conjunction with the counterclockwise rotation of the key. This should probably hint to people that they don't want anyone inside. The inside of the door is lined with 6 centimeters of industrial foam padding. Due to the results of the final exploration, see document 087 Roman numbers. No personnel are permitted to access SCP-087.
That is, I was just gonna say that's 4.
Okay. The one document that is data expunged. Okay. Description: SCP-087 is an unlit platform staircase. Stairs descend on 38 degrees angle for 13 steps before reaching a semicircular platform of approximately 3 meters in diameter. Descent, 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 God damn it. The direction rotates 180 degrees at each platform. The design of SCP-087 limits subjects to a visual range of approximately 1.5 lights. A light source is required for any subjects exploring SCP-087, as there are no light fixtures or windows present. Lighting sources brighter than 75 watts have shown to be ineffective, as SCP-087 seems to absorb excess light. Subjects report the audio recordings confirmed the distressed vocalizations from what is presumed to be a child between the ages of redacted and redacted. The source of distress calls an estimated calls is estimated to be located approximately 200 meters below the initial platform. However, any attempts to descend the staircase have failed to bring subjects closer to the source. The depth of descent calculated from exploration 4, the longest exploration, is shown to be far beyond both the possible structure. I mean, is far beyond both the possible structure of both the building and geological surroundings. At this time, it is unknown if SCP-087 has an endpoint. SCP-087 has undergone 4 video-recorded explorations by Class D personnel. Each subject conducting an exploration has encountered SCP-087-1, which appears as a face with no visible pupils, nostrils, or mouth. The nature of SCP-087-1 is entirely unclear, but it has been determined that it is not the source of the pleading. Subjects exhibit feelings of intense paranoia and fear when faced with -1, but it is undetermined whether said feelings are abnormal or simply natural reactions. Addendum: over a period of 2 weeks following Exploration 4, several members of staff and students from Redacted Campus reported knocking at variable rates of 1 to 2 seconds per knock coming from the interior of SCP-087. The door leading to 087 has been fitted with a 6 centimeter thick industrial padding. All reports of knocking have ceased. Authorized personnel may refer to document 087 1 through 4 for Document 1. Exploration 1. D-Class 8432 is a 43-year-old Caucasian male of average build and appearance and unremarkable psychological background. Class D designation is a result of demotion due to mishandling of SCP redacted. D class is equipped with a 75-watt flood lamp with a battery power capable of lasting 24 hours, a handheld camcorder fitted with a transmission stream, and an audio headset for communication with Dr. Redacted at control. D8432 steps through the doorway into initial platform. Despite the wattage, the flood lamp only illuminates the first 9 steps. The second platform is not visible. It's fucking dark. Is your flood lamp functioning properly? D-Class shines the light out the door and into the academic building's hallway. The light reaches significantly further. Yeah, it's working. It just won't light these stairs all the way down. Thank you. Please continue. D-Class descends for 13 steps before reaching the second platform. The platform is in the shape of a semicircle with an apparently concrete surface and walls. There are no distinct markings aside from nondescript patches of dust, dirt, and or wear consistent with that which is found in a typical concrete stairwell. D-Class rotates 180 degrees to begin descent down the second flight, then pauses. Reason for stopping? You hear that? It's fucking kid down there. Sounds like one. None of the described audio is feeding through the camera or microphone at this time. Could you please describe the sound? It's young, either female or a very young boy. It's crying and sobbing and saying, please, help, please. Yeah, it keeps repeating that and crying. Can you estimate its distance from your current location? Fuck, I don't know. Maybe 200 meters down? Please continue down the next flight. The subject descends another 13 steps. As he reaches the landing, the audio of the child as described is picking up. The child alternates between sobbing, wailing, and the words, please, help, down here. The level of audio consistent with D-Class 8432's report of it being approximately 200 meters below. Can you still hear the crying? Yeah. We're picking it up as well. Please continue down. Stop if you notice any changes in the audio or environment. The subject descends another 3 flights of stairs before stopping. Keep going? Please. D-Class continues another 17 flights, total of 22 flights, before stopping. There are no visible changes in the environment, and each flight has been a consistent 13 steps. I'm not getting any fucking closer to the kid. Stereo audio confirms that the crying noise has not increased in volume and remains approximately 200 meters below the subject. Noted. Please continue. The subject continues another 28 flights before stopping. 50 flights in total. D-Class is standing on the 51st landing, counting the initial ground landing. D-Class is estimated to be 200 meters below the initial platform. 34 minutes have elapsed. The volume of crying has not increased. I feel a little uneasy. You've spent a long time in a dark, unknown stairwell. It's natural. Please continue. The subject hesitates before stepping down on the next stair. As the subject moves forward, the flood lamp illuminates a face located approximately at the bottom of the flight. SCP-087-1. It appears to be the same size and shape as a human head, except it is lacking a mouth, nostrils, and pupils. The face is completely motionless. but is making direct eye contact, indicating its awareness of the D class. Fuck! What the fuck is this? Holy fucking shit! What the fuck? Can you please describe what you see? It's some sort of fucking person face. That thing is fucking looking right at me. Fuck. It's looking right at me. Is it moving? No, it's just staring at me. Fuck, it's creepy. Please approach and further illuminate the entity. Fuck. I don't want to fucking. The face jerks forward about 50 centimeters directly towards the D class. Fuck. Redacted. The D class enters a panic state and rapidly ascends the SCP. They reach the ground floor in 18 minutes, at which time he collapses and passes out. There is no sign of -1. Review of footage indicates an equal number of flights and steps, ascending as descending. Audio of crying and pleading remain the same volume until the last flight, at which point it ceases. Medical reports indicate collapse was a result of rapid ascension of the stairs, causing fatigue. All right, now document number 2, exploration number 2. D class 9035 is a 28-year-old African American male of strong build. Psychological background indicates no abnormalities except an extreme hatred for women. Oh, fun. Subject has an extensive record of data expunged. Oh. D935 is equipped with a 100-watt flood lamp with battery power capable of lasting 24 hours. A handheld camcorder fitted with a transmission stream and an audio headset for communication with Dr. Redacted at control. D9035 is also equipped with a backpack containing 100 small LED lights with adhesive backs and battery lives of approximately 3 weeks. Lights turn on and off by compressing them. D9035 shines the floodlight down the first flight of stairs. Despite the extra wattage, the light does not illuminate beyond the 9th step. You want me go down there, Doc? Please shine your floodlight outside of SCP-087 to verify it's functioning properly. D9035 shines the light into the hallway. Comparison with the footage from Exploration 1 confirms it is indeed brighter. Thank you. Please continue to the first landing. Hey, Doc, I know what you said and all, but I don't think I want to go there. Please continue to the first landing. Look, Doc, as per our earlier conversation, please continue to the first landing. D9035 pauses for 18 seconds, then descends 13 steps to the first landing and stops. Is that a kid? Please remove one of the adhesive lights and affix it to the wall on the landing. Doc, you hear that? Is a kid down there? That's unconfirmed. Please affix an adhesive light to the wall and verify it functions. D9035 hesitates, then removes one of the lights from his backpack and adheres it to the wall. He presses on the light and turns it on. Please turn off your flood lamp. D9035 hesitates again before turning off the lamp. The LED light illuminates the landing but does not extend beyond the first step either way. Thank you. You may turn your flood lamp back on. Please continue to descend. At each landing, affix an LED light to the wall and turn it on. If you notice anything unusual, please report it. D9035 turns the flood lamp back on, then descends to the next flight of stairs. As he sets foot on the landing, the audio picks up sounds of pleading and crying consistent with those of the first exploration. Can you hear the previously reported audio? Um, yeah, she sounds about 150, maybe 200 meters down. Am I supposed to get her? Look, Doc, I don't do good with kids. Please place the light and continue down until you've noticed anything unusual. The subject adheres the light to the wall and turns it on, then continues to the next landing. He adheres the third LED light to the wall and turns it on. D9035 continues in this manner for the next 25 flights before stopping. I don't think I'm getting any closer to the kid, Doc. How far below would you estimate the source of the sound to be? Same as before, 150 to 200 meters down. Thank you. Please proceed. D9035 continues as in the same fashion for the next 24 flights. At the 51st landing, he stops. Footage shows an arched gouge in the concrete wall, estimated to be approximately 50 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. The first step down from the landing appears to be completely smashed into rubble. You see that? Yes, can you please describe what you see? Looks like something slashed at the wall, and the steps over here are all crumbled and stuff. The slash marks look really smooth. D9035 touches the gouge mark. Yeah, it's smooth, feels like glass. Thank you. Please continue down. Look, Doc, I think I've gone far enough. Please continue as per our agreement. I don't want to be doing this, agreement or not. Data expunged. D9035 steps over the destroyed step and continues down the staircase. Nothing is noticeable at the next landing. D9035 adheres the LED light to the wall and continues in the same fashion for another 38 flights. The sound of crying and pleading still has not gotten closer. D9035 is in the 89th landing and 74 minutes have elapsed from the beginning of the exploration. Subject is estimated to be 350 meters below the initial platform. I feel like the kid is just trying to lure me down here, Doc. I think it's time to. D9035 stops talking and moving as the flood lamp illuminates SCP-087-1. The face is staring directly at 9035, again indicating awareness of the subject's presence. Although -1 appears to be unmoving, its location its location is 35 flights below the initial encounter in Exploration 1, indicating it is immobile. Is there any reason you stopped? D-Class 9035 is unresponsive. D9035's breathing grows labored. -1 remains immobile for an additional 13 seconds. -1 blinks. D9035 is yelling and incomprehensible. -1 jerks forward until it is approximately 90 centimeters from D9035. The subject turns and flees up the stairs. Please relax and calm down. Turn around. We need a closer look at the face. D-Class 9035 ignores Dr. Redacted and continues at rapid ascent. He continues to scream incomprehensibly. D9035, can you hear me? Please slow down. D9035 is unresponsive and continues rapidly climbing the stairs. His screaming diminishes into babbling. After 72 flights, D9035 collapses on the 17th landing. D9035, can you hear me? D9035 is unresponsive, but labored breathing can be heard through the audio feed. For the next 14 minutes, D9035 is immobile. The visual feed is black, and the audio picks up only the subject's breathing and continued pleading coming from below. After 14 minutes and 32 seconds of unchanging visual and audio feeds, the sound of a rapid heartbeat, not consistent with a human heartbeat, and low cracking noise is heard. 7 seconds later, D9035 gasps and revives, continuing his ascent of the stairs and rapidly, wordlessly. The heartbeat and cracking cease, and nothing abnormal is detected in the visual feed. He remains unresponsive. D9035 exits SCP-087 and sits on the floor outside of the entrance. D9035 then enters a catatonic state from which he has not yet recovered. Fear is a powerful thing. Exploration number 3. D-Class 9 D884 is a 23-year-old female of average build and appearance. Psychological background indicates a history of depression. Subject has a minimal record of using excessive force to data expunged. D9884 is equipped with a 75-watt flood lamp with a battery power capable of lasting 24 hours. A handheld camcorder fitted with a transmission stream and an audio headset for communicating with Dr. Redacted at control. D9884 is also equipped with a backpack containing 3.75 liters of water, 15 nutrient bars, and one thermal blanket. D9884 stands in the ground level landing of SCP-087. The flood lamp illuminates only the first 9 steps. LED lights placed on the wall during the last exploration are not visible. Please descend to the first flight and examine the landing wall. D9884 descends 13 steps and stops at the landing. There is no trace of the LED light at the location. Footage from Exploration 2 indicates it was placed. Yeah, it's just a dirty concrete wall. There's like nothing on it. No, wait. It's a little bit sticky right here. D9884 indicates the spot on the wall the LED light should have been located. There's a child crying down there. She's begging for help and crying. Thank you. Please continue down the steps until you notice anything unusual. D9884 descends. Upon reaching the next landing, audio of the crying child consistent with the prior 2 exploration is picked up. No LED light appears to be present on any of the landing walls. D9884 continues with no incident until she reaches the 17th landing. Ew, there's something on the ground here and it smells really bad. It's all sticky, stuck to my shoe. It's so gross. Video feed confirms presence of substance occupying a space approximately 50 centimeters in diameter. Can you describe the scent? Kind of smells like an old rusty metal and pee. Thank you. Please continue until you notice anything. D9884 continues to the 51st landing without incident. The 51st landing remains unchanged from the previous expedition, and similar observations are made. D9884 is asked again to descend until anything unusual is noticed. Subject continues her descent until the 89th landing is reached. The video feed jerks and the subject yells, "Ah, fuck! There's a hole in the ground and I almost fell in!" Video feed confirms the presence of a hole approximately 1 meter in diameter. The subject shines the floodlight down, revealing only blackness. Approximately 4 seconds pass and the light of an indeterminate distance down the hole flicks on for approximately 2 seconds, then back off. There was a light down there. It's gone now, but it was on for like a second. Did you see it? Yes. Can you estimate the depth of this hole? No way. It's too deep. At least a kilometer. Like, wait, more than a kilometer. Thank you. Can you still hear the sound of the child? Uh-huh. She still sounds far away. Don't feel like I'm getting any closer. It's like every step I take, she takes one down. Please continue down until you encounter anything unusual. D9884 continues to descend SCP-087 for approximately an hour, covering an additional 164 flights. She stops to rest at the 203rd and 253rd landing, consuming one nutrient bar and several gulps of water. D9884 is at an estimated 1.1 kilometers below the initial landing, yet the sound of the child has not changed in volume. After pausing for 4 minutes, D9884 resumes her descent, making no stops for another 216 flights. 1.5 hours later, D9884 is on the 469th landing, an approximate 1.8 kilometers below the ground level. I'm not getting anywhere. I think it's time I went back. I mean, going down is one thing, but this is a long climb back. You've been provided with food, water, and blankets to last you 24 hours. Please continue down. No, I think I'm going to go back. D9884 turns towards the previous flight of stairs. I I don't know, I'm bad at fake screaming. SCP-084-1, the face, is directly behind 9884, blocking her ascent. The face appears to be approximately 30 centimeters from the lens of the camera. Its eyes are fixed directly on the lens, this time not looking at the subject but the person viewing the video feed. The video feed glitches and freezes for 4 seconds, accompanied by a static-like screaming noise from the audio feed, then cuts to bumpy visuals of D9884 descending the stairs rapidly. It's been following me this whole time. It's right behind me. Oh God, it's right behind me. Dr. Redacted, please do something. Please help me. Oh God, no, please get it away. Please, no. I knew it was following me. Help make it leave. No, it was looking at me as it was staring at me. I knew it was here. It's been watching me this whole time. Oh God, please help me. No, please. This continues in a similar fashion until the end. D9884 continues to scream and plead hysterically as she rapidly descends the staircase. I honestly don't think that is hysterical. The previously heard static like screeching seems to be an overlay, seems to overlay the audio feed, beneath which can still be heard the original sound of the crying child. Approximately 14 flights down, the video feed swings to show the area directly behind 9884. The face is now approximately 20 centimeters from the camera lens. It is not staring at the subject, rather, it is fixed on the camera lens, giving the illusion it is making eye contact with those viewing the footage. It is important to note that since the sighting of SCP 087 1, sound of the girl crying and pleading has been increased in volume, indicating that 9884 is nearing the source. After an approximate 150 panicked flights of descent, with 3 visual confirmations of SCP 087 1 still in pursuit, D9884 trips and appears to fall unconscious. Audio feed indicates strong proximity to the source of the crying. The static and screeching noise continue. Video feed shows yet another descending flight of stairs, indicating that D9884 still has not reached the base of the stairwell. 12 seconds of motionlessness pass before the face comes in full view of the camera, eye contact being made directly with the viewer. Audio and video feed cut out, and no connection is reestablished. What?
What?
when I went to mute myself, it changed my microphone on OBS.
Oh.
Oh,
I guess it's a damn good thing that you weren't the one reading.
Yeah. I was gonna see where you see the
yeah.
thumbnail.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys will see it first before stream does, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. But what the wait, that's wrong picture. Fuck. What the fuck is that face? Like they show it on the article.
It looks like a Jason mask that's like been tried to make as if like the Jason mask is dehydrated and then they took out the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's suggested in the article that Dash 1 is the same color as the concrete. It's
Yeah.
not some random Jason mask.
Yeah, there's a picture of it on the
Um,
article. Oh, so you can see that. They don't look the same.
you want to know what I'm curious about?
Mm-hmm.
Intrusive thoughts coming through. What what do you think the face would feel like? You think it would be
Concrete.
hard? Do you think it'd be hard like concrete, or would it be like a human, like if you touched a human's face?
Oh my god. I kind of get the feeling that you wouldn't be able to touch the face. Kind of like it would just pass through.
It would just what?
I was kind of thinking like Dash was more like a ghost of some sort. So I was thinking like your hand would pass through and you wouldn't be able to touch it. That's what I was
Oh,
thinking. Yeah.
I gotcha.
We can only guess.
Yeah.
My guess is that it's squishy.
Granted, for once, this isn't too clickbaity.
Goddamn fucking
It looks
filthy
like
crabs.
somewhat like the first D class, although his hair is not the color of flesh. And I just wish they made the face look like the face, not a
Yeah.
weird mask.
Yes. That said, in terms of like bad YouTube thumbnails, this is barely anything bad at
Yeah.
all things considered.
I'd give it a 1 or a 2. It has to have at least a few marks down for the design of Dash 1.
Yeah. I'd settle with one.
Yeah.
Like besides the depiction of Dash 1, I feel like it's perfectly well, not perfectly acceptable.
Well,
It's
it
acceptable.
literally made the stairwell that's supposed to be concrete green instead.
I think it was supposed to be like night vision for some fucking
Yeah,
reason.
that
I
was
don't think that, because if you see the flashlight is showing a white light and it's
Uh,
showing the face giving a green light. It's basically saying the green light is coming from the face.
what the fuck?
uh,
You
no, I
can't
can
unsee
kinda
it,
see that.
can you?
No.
I just
So
bought 3 basic crab pots.
Alright. So let's see. Did they get the correct shit? As far as the right. Okay, so let's see. Did they actually put the correct license? No. And here they just. They put their own in, but they. Written by Richard Saxon. Right here, it says by. They put the
What?
wrong person.
Uh, Wait, so is Richard Saxon like another writer for SCPs?
we don't
Probably.
know.
Maybe.
Because otherwise, I'd be thinking that's just like talking about the person who wrote the video.
Wait, hold on. AP.
SCP-6.
Let's see. Let's see what this is. No, that's Reddit. Let's see. Does this actually connect to Richard Saxix? If so, I can probably find. I don't know how to find people. Let's see.
I don't think they're connected to the SCP universe. Give up.
Oh, hold up. There's like a couple links there that look promising. What's that thing that says SCP-6009?
Here, the trench coat man. Oh, and it's from the content
Oh!
card.
Oh,
So they
yeah.
quoted themselves as being the
They,
creator.
so yeah, I guess that they didn't actually credit the SCP. That written by is referencing them writing the video.
So they falsely, but not falsely, like they didn't fully credit the person. Because
They
if
didn't give any credit to SCP.
Yeah.
except that they just said it's Creative Commons. They didn't give to Zidate, City Toast, or Josh Pluger, AO, and AO. That's multiple people. Alright.
So,
Mm-hmm.
wait, isn't there like a specific section in the scoring that's focused on uh
Revolve character / license. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we're gonna do that after
Oh,
we see how many characters were removed.
Yeah.
yeah, why have those combined? Those are very different things.
It's all kind of under license because did they remember the license but none of the characters? Kind of that.
Wait, what the
Eh,
fuck? Anyways, ready to see the video?
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Alright, wait, hold on. They do have a license, but it's incorrect, so I'm not sure if I just hit no license given.
No license given. Counting yourself is not counting license. I'm sorry, saying I did such a good job does not mean you sourced the person.
However, there's one thing I am gonna say. If we go over to here, I'm not sure if it shows up on stream. It does. But it says right here, copyright warning. So even though they say it's Creative Commons in the description, they do copyright it.
Well, wait, go look at that again.
Right here.
Let's see, copyright. Do not react/dub my videos. Without email
Well,
position. Yeah, okay.
fuck you.
Yeah, bud. Well, you see, that's the thing. They can't just say that because one, it's Creative Commons, and two, even if it was actually properly copyrighted, this reaction is like the fact that we actually put enough effort into it would easily qualify this as Creative Commons.
Yeah,
Not Creative Commons,
fair
fair
use.
use.
Yeah.
So either way, fuck you, you piece of shit.
Okay, let's see how accurate they go from from 0 to 4.
Alright. Yep. And 3, 2. Oh wait, before I go, there's actually one thing I find funny in their message. Sorry about the forehead tumor, guys. He was still with an unfortunate deck of cards. Going forward, the foreheads will be fixed. I was going to fix it for this animation, but I was anxious to get the first video out. I'm soon referring to this.
Okay, so for this video, our seeming protagonist is just gonna be this guy with his hair that's also his flesh.
Yeah.
I caught an all-seeing
Basically,
cod.
lazy artwork. Let's go.
Yep.
It's very important that I mention I caught an all-seeing cod.
I just realized his head is shaped like a marshmallow.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah. In 3,
And I
2.
can't unsee it.
Yeah. In 3, 2, 1.
So what are you telling me, Doc? All I have to do is to descend this staircase, and the charges will be dropped? I'll be a free man again? I asked in a storm of questions. Dr. Zelensky.
That's not how
That's
that
not
works.
it.
Okay.
With 8432, he never had any charges against him. He was demoted. He was demoted. He wasn't a criminal.
Also,
yeah,
why did
I'd
he...
assume that
Huh?
what the fuck is this guy? I was just gonna say, I'd assume that they're inserting their own character as per usual.
Yeah. Like Fresher Lucius.
I hate it.
Also, there's one thing I hate about the SCP Foundation symbol right there, is that the top arrow is crooked and not straight up. If you look...
If you
What
look,
the-
only one
Oh.
arrow is not crooked. The other two are.
Oh. Oh, what the? How did you botch the logo that bad?
It bothers me.
And why? And why does this guy's head make him look like he's the fucking eraser end of a goddamn number 2 pencil?
I think it looks more like another marshmallow head.
Fair.
Anyways, let's continue.
Zelensky just nodded, with the guard standing idly by his side. To be honest, I hadn't even heard about the SCP Foundation until they showed up at the prison. I wasn't even sure where they'd taken me.
have
I'd been
marshmallow
transported in a windowless van.
Is this the SCP universe or the Mafia universe?
Right?
Yes.
SCP Mafia Edition.
What are these two guards?
They're identical twins.
Yeah.
And they have identical jobs and identical uniforms.
And identical positions in the car.
With a bag over my head for all of 12 hours. During all that time, the doctor was the only one of the numerous members that had ever spoken a word to me. While the situation creeped me out, the deal was simply too good to pass on. Descend the staircase, find the bottom, and come back up, he'd said matter-of-factly. The place looked like some kind of college campus, and the staircase in question was hidden behind a set of electronically locked doors. They hadn't exactly allowed me time to ask many questions. Whatever work I had to do down there, it beat life in prison. So, how deep does it go? I asked. The most recent subject managed to descend 469 flights, approximately 1.8 kilometers, Zelensky said. You kidding me, Doc? How the hell is that possible? We don't know, but not to worry. You've been given enough supplies for 2 days.
I think this is supposed to be Exploration 4, which is redacted. That's what they're
Yeah,
probably
okay,
going
so
for.
so they're okay, yeah, so they're making up their own fan version of the redacted exploration log.
That's more tolerable. It would be if they actually gave the person a backpack and liked.
I think we're about to see that.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
They just send him in with nothing. They say,
Enjoy
here,
the
we're gonna...
dark!
Wait,
By
it's
the
like...
way, it hates men!
It's just like, here, we're gonna give you enough supplies for 2 days down there, and then they just kick him down the stairs.
And it's already been shown they're not really a fan of guys, so it's like, okay, good luck.
Yeah.
It hates men.
Anyways.
Down there. In your kit, you have a flashlight that should last a week before needing to be recharged. We'll be watching you through that camera, and we'll keep in touch via radio, he explained as he pointed to my bag. I turned to look at the still locked door. A few days in the darkness in exchange for freedom wasn't all that bad of a deal.
To say, what fucking bag?
Like,
As he pointed to my bag, as he pointed to my bag while he's holding the two objects awkwardly in his hands like they're hot potatoes.
It's a fucking camera and a fucking light. There's no bag.
They giving him shit for survival supplies.
Wait, they didn't even give him food. It looks like.
No,
Yeah,
no food.
they're just lying. They're just lying to him, saying that, hey, we'll give you enough for 2 days, and then hoping that he doesn't notice. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, you cheeky motherfuckers! Why didn't you give me any supplies for 2 days?
Let's keep going. Maybe the bag will magically appear on him.
But the implications of the journey was enough to put the fear of God back in me. Something about the place, the empty hallways, and the weird smell in the air just felt
Yes,
wrong.
I can tell on your face.
All right, let's
Sorry.
do it. I guess. Without further ado, they
Look,
opened the
at
doors.
least there are
In front of me lay a
at least this art is a touch more expressive than fucking Chronicles art.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you can
Yeah.
actually sort of pick up on this guy having emotions other than deadpan and anger.
Yeah.
pitch black room barely touched by the headlamp I wore, obscuring a set of stairs going downwards. Good luck, subject D9923, Zielinski said as they closed the door.
Also, just me, or does the beard not fit that character at all? It just looks weird.
They don't. The reason
Well-
why is the beard is badly drawn. It
And
has
they're
more detail than the head.
They are marshmallows. It's odd to see any hair on marshmallows, really.
Basically, when you draw something, you have to keep everything the same consistent art style. And the beard is a different art style.
Yeah.
It's
Otherwise,
not
it ends-
simplified enough. That's why it doesn't look like it matches, because it doesn't match.
Otherwise, it just ends up looking like the artistic version of a bad Photoshop job.
Yeah, that's why it looks out of place. They fucked up on the beard.
Yeah, anyways.
Door behind
Now
me.
he just
I
looks
have a
like
name,
a
you
kid with a fake beard on.
Yeah.
know. I shot back, but they were already gone. I started my descent, counting the steps and trying to calculate how long it would take me to go
Wait, did
down
the
almost
flashlight
500 flights
vanish?
of stairs.
I
What?
think the flashlight's on the head.
No, they had a flashlight and a camera and the head thing.
I don't think anything vanished.
We're at 159. Hold on. Then he had a camera and radio. Oh. Wait, they weren't
Okay,
even
it's a
given a
radio that
flashlight. They
vanished.
weren't even
And
given
then well, just assume that they like strapped a flashlight to his stupid fucking marshmallow brains before sending him down.
Okay.
It's in between cuts.
Also,
Upstairs.
yeah, something did vanish. It just was not. It was not. What I thought vanished.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no walkie-talkie, but I'm guessing it's like supposed he just put it in his pocket.
Yeah.
Did E-class
What
uniforms have
pocket?
pockets?
He doesn't have pockets.
Maybe they're inside pockets.
Also, they changed the stairwell from concrete to bricks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fun.
Yeah. Yeah, he's using his prison wallet, anyways.
What does that even? What?
You don't
No,
know what a
let's keep
prison wallet
watching.
is?
Let's keep
No.
watching.
It's where when prisoners shove items up their ass to hide it.
Right. Let's get to the hellfire. Don't add.
Within 13 steps between each landing, it didn't exactly take long. I counted each landing as I turned to continue down. 7, 8, 9. The light I held barely illuminated more than a few steps ahead, which seemed so odd considering how powerful the thing was supposed to be. It felt as if the
They already
darkness
fucked
swallowed
up.
the light before it could touch anything physical.
What?
Well, think of it. They got him down 9 steps, and then they have more than 12 in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Causing it-
Some of this starts to feel a touch nitpicky.
Fair enough.
To just hang limply in the air. As I reached the 20th landing, I paused to catch my breath. I'd always considered myself to be in decent shape, but the atmosphere underground negated any effort I'd put into my own health.
What?
He's saying it's so spooky it doesn't matter if he's in shape.
I like how this guy is worrying on, on where he's at, and Daryl's just playing with his ball.
What's more notable is he's like this after one flight of stairs. My fucking 420-pound ass could book it down at least 5 before feeling winded. I guess marshmallows just actually don't have much in the way of a cardiovascular system.
Then the radio scurried to life, and I could hear Zelensky's voice on the other end. "Why did you stop?" he asked. "I just needed a breather. There's something about the air. It's heavy," I said as I took another deep breath. "And it kind of smells rotten, like a mixture of piss, blood, and mold. You know anything about—" I stopped dead in my tracks as I heard another sound coming from a few flights of stairs below. It sounded like something sobbing, a child. Though I couldn't tell whether it was a girl or young boy, it
That
definitely...
sounds like laughter.
It sounds like, okay, it sounds like laughter. This is happening at the first flight of stairs, which again might be nitpicky, but whatever. It's at the first flight of stairs. He already starts hearing the words, and he's describing the entire place as smelling like rust, piss, and mold, when that was only referring to one spot in one of the previous things.
Yeah.
Look at
he
his
sounded
hand.
upset.
Huh?
Oh, I was saying look at his hand.
Yeah.
Mara, what's up? Oh, wait, what the? Wait. Oh, what the sweet? What is wrong with this guy's anatomy? He's not built like the upside down Dorito build. He's got a fucking like pentagon, like oddly shaped pentagon build with stick arms with hands that apparently just do whatever the fuck they want. And he's got legs that are just effectively twigs. Oh, this is uncomfortable. Is he facing toward us or away from us? And like he's raising up his other arm. What is
Basically, his torso is facing forward. His head is facing left. His legs are facing right. His arm is twisted. His hand is twisted.
And then the other arm is like moving up as if like he's bringing up his arms in a W shape while he's facing toward us.
Maybe he wants to shrug. Twisted body shrug.
I'm even more glad that I don't exist in the SCP universe, because apparently this is the average build of a person in the SCP universe. Fucking marshmallow ass piece of shit with
It is
the fucking...
not the average build, but this is something.
Anyway, let's continue.
Did you
My
get
head
a fart?
hurts.
Anyways, let's continue.
Riveting
Boy,
content.
It definitely sounded upset. "Hello?" I called out into the darkness.
"Do you hear something?"
Zelensky asked over the radio. "Yeah, there's a kid down there asking for help," I said.
"Hey, kid, you hear me?"
"Keep going down," Zelensky ordered, not even fazed by the sound. "Aren't you going to send someone down to help?" I asked. "Just keep moving." So I descended another few flights of stairs. All the while, the crying remained the same, as if the kid was going down at the same pace as myself. I started rushing down, trying to catch up with the crying, but no matter how fast or slow I moved, the distance between myself and the child never changed. By the time I stopped for another break, I'd lost track of how far down I'd gone. "Doc, I can't catch up with the kid. What the hell is going on down here?" "Just keep moving. Let us know if you notice any changes." If not for the promise of freedom, I would have turned around then and there. But I was a stubborn man, and while I knew the eventual ascent would be a pain in the ass, I couldn't stop. With the dream of fresh air and sunlight on my skin, I kept going down. About an hour passed, and the crying hadn't changed in intensity. It just kept repeating the same calls for help. I'd already gotten accustomed to them.
Oh wait, I just
Oh.
I removed
Ugh.
Sanju. That is not how hands work.
This man's anatomy is so unsettling. Why is
Whee!
like he has all of his fingers wrapped around the top of the fucking camera and his thumb. What's wrong with this guy?
Also,
This guy's
if you
gonna-
look at his hand that's holding the camera, you'll notice it is lengthened and broken.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's also that. What is I
To the
don't
point
like
where they
this.
didn't even bother me anymore. I reached the nth landing, turning around for another flight of stairs when I
Wait,
stopped.
oh my
Nth
god, his
landing?
thumb. His thumb.
Whee!
Who fucking holds the camera like that? So
He
his ass.
does!
Also, why does his thumb look longer than a finger?
Because it is.
Honestly, the
Marshmallow
way
physics.
he's holding it, it makes me think he's gonna throw it. That's why no one holds a camera like that. That's the throwing hold.
The second he sees the entity, he's just gonna chuck it.
He's already prepared to cock back and launch that fucking camera into whatever the fuck he sees.
Oh look, the child. Chuck.
That's
Silence,
right.
child!
Stopped dead in my tracks. Just a few feet in front of me stood a strange, pale creature. Its face had no nostrils, no mouth, and the
What is
Why do you say no nostrils, no mouth, and then draw a mouth?
right?
What? It's
Why'd you put holes in its head?
a fucking weird ass levitating face. Just punch it. Good night. This is so stupid.
Okay, let's keep going.
the eyes were just white balls sunken into its skull. I stumbled back onto the landing above, getting ready to run, but by the time I regained my senses, it was already gone. What was that
What?
thing? I screamed into the radio. That was SCP.
Not how any of that works.
Yeah, it doesn't just vanish.
It's just it's not a floating face that comes up to you and then vanishes. It's just a face that moves around on the wall, but it's like a part of the wall.
Yeah.
What is
And it's colored like the wall.
yeah. Oh my brain.
E087-1. Keep moving. You've almost reached the 400th
Also,
flight.
just because
I'm
it
not.
doesn't have pupils doesn't mean it doesn't have iris. That's how people can tell it's fucking looking at them.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere until I know where that thing went. And what it is? I demanded. We don't know, he responded. I turned around to ascend, but I knew
I
aborting
think
the
this
mission
sounds way
would
too
warrant a
chill for
lifetime
the
in
word.
prison.
Huh?
I think it sounds way too chill for the words.
Yeah.
It's like, I demanded, but in a very calm, soothing voice, like, I demanded.
He's trying to like it's like he's trying to specifically do an SCP ASMR reading.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the entire time. It was just SCP ASMR.
And that's when the indestructible lizard broke containment again. For the 77th time, the indestructible lizard broke out of containment.
Anyways, let's continue.
D9923, what are you doing? Zalensi asked through the radio. If you want to gain your freedom, you need to keep moving down. Is that thing dangerous? I asked. Not if you stay calm and make sure it doesn't get too close. That doesn't exactly reassure me, I said. Every subject has
We don't
encountered
know.
SCP-087-1.
Yeah.
Those that stayed calm all made it back in one piece.
No.
No.
They're
No.
lying.
There's not.
He's
Okay,
lying.
either he's lying, or the person who wrote this just didn't read the SCP all the way.
Oh my gosh. Like the calmest person of all, the last person that we saw literally never came back.
Yeah.
I think the calmest person overall was probably the first guy, and he's in a permanent coma.
Yeah.
Wait, why does it look like like the television or PC? It looks like it has its own staircase you can walk inside.
That's because they didn't add a shine to the screen. Therefore, it doesn't look like a screen. It looks like it has its own tiny staircase. It doesn't look like a computer.
It's the Lego model of the staircase.
Look at his broken arm and then press play.
Oh, I need to look up people's I forget what it's called, like original creations in Lego, and see like what exists out there for like Lego SCP creations from folks. That'd probably be
Ooh.
really cool.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, anyways.
And the others? We never regained contact with subject D9884, the most recent subject. So I stay focused and I stay alive, is that it? I asked.
Ah,
Yes. With that,
9884 was exploration 3, so this is 4.
Yeah, so this is them going through 4, but they're lying all out through their teeth constantly, and they don't know what they're talking about, and they're all made of fucking marshmallows.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Eh.
I took another deep breath and continued walking down. After the encounter with the pale creature, the crying had subsided, but the bizarre smell had just gotten more intense. How far down am I asked. You've just reached the 547th flight, Zielinski
Yes,
said. How am I supposed to get back up? Getting down here was one thing, but you can rest once you reach the bottom.
What is
You
it?
have enough
Why was he
supplies.
doing the? Why did it look like he was doing the :3 face very tentatively? Okay, go forward a touch or like play.
To get back up. Getting
Yeah, you see.
Shit, I hit the.
Oh, jeez. The hands are so badly drawn.
Oh, what is wrong with his hand there? Why does he have webbed fingers?
Fuck, what were the keys again to make.
They're motherfucking marshmallow swamp people.
Oh, there it is, I figured it out. There it is.
Yeah, there. Like he's doing a pseudo :3 face.
Okay, press play. Let's get through Bad Anatomy.
Also, my chat is talking about warring the marshmallow people.
You know what?
Ugh.
Marshmallows melt in coffee. Press play.
Getting down here was one thing, but you can rest once you reach the bottom. You have enough supplies. I continued down a few more flights before I noticed a strange patch on one of the landings. I bent down to get a better view, just gently prodding the patch. It was kind of dry, but clearly organic in nature. I
What?
picked it up when it finally hit me that I was holding on to old human skin. Oh,
What? Oh no, they drew it badly. It looks like it's coming off his hand. Wait, what the
Okay,
fuck is that one finger doing?
Ah!
Ah!
I like, okay, I get it. You're like coming up with some of your own stuff, right? Because this is the 4th exploration that was redacted. But what the hell?
Also, his other hand turned into a Lego hand.
Woo!
A malformed Lego hand. It's more like he's got his hand in an oven mitt.
Sanjay, you have enough supplies. Clearly has no supplies.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. They very clearly sent him down with Jackal.
Yeah. Also, this does not look like a camcorder that would send information to a computer. This looks like the one like you have to record then put the video on a computer, like through a flash
I
drive or
have
something.
used ones that look like that, and none of them of any type with that design have any internet connection at all. In
Right.
fact, their drives, their memory cards, you have to put it in very specifically, as in you need a very specific drive, or you need something that connects to the computer. Because they're all fucking outdated.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wait, it also looks like, yeah, this is the camera part right here. So he's just videotaping himself.
No, he's not looking at the video part
Listen.
because
Huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
he's probably looking at the part that tells him where to point it.
Ah.
In light with what Zanju said, listen. It's very obvious, to me at least, that this SCP animation features behind the scenes the talents of one Freddie Benson from iCarly, who took a cassette based camera and turned it into a wireless camera in 2006. That's my determination.
Oh my god. Anyways.
Freddie Benson had something to do with this.
This is continuing.
Oh my god, I found something, I said as I held the piece of skin up to the camera. A few
Oh,
feet away,
oh,
I
what
noticed
the-
something else on the ground.
Freddie Fazbear. Also, just what the hell was I just found it very unsettling that the camera feed didn't change at all when he moved it. It's just a single picture. Like back a little more.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, you
yeah.
see?
What the hell?
Obviously, that's too much effort to put in for this schlock.
It's not you, Freddy Fazbear, when you're talking about.
Yes.
I said as I held the piece of skin up to the camera. A few feet away, I noticed something else on the ground, a camera identical to the one I was holding. That belonged to subject D9884, Zelensky said. That's his skin, too, I guess. Her skin.
I was about to say, they didn't say it was her.
Yeah,
Zelensky corrected.
D9884. That was the last D class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she
So
was
they
a
just
woman.
So they gender swapped
Well,
the
he
D
said
class?
her. Hold on. I think he said her instead. Hold on.
I heard him.
Hold on. Wait.
Skin, too, I guess. Her skin, Zelensky corrected.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He corrects.
He corrects him. So it's just that the guy we're following assumes it's a guy. Because I guess ingrained misogyny, I don't know.
Yeah.
Corrected. That was the final straw. I stood up and turned around, ready to go back to prison. The high risk of death wasn't worth further descent. The staircase clearly had no end. I wasn't sure what the Foundation expected me to find down there, but before I could call to a boy,
What is that
the sound
position? Why is he standing like motherfucking Daphne from the old Scooby-Doo cartoons?
Because he needs a man.
Anyways.
I mean,
He's a
Daphne
damsel in
didn't need no
distress.
man, but he needs a man.
No, he's not a damsel in distress. He's a Daniel in distress.
Oh my god.
Push him down the stairs already.
We just correctly made this guy gay.
Daphne never needed anyone like help to feel secure or safe, but he does.
Yeah.
He has the concern of a damsel. But he's
Someone
not a
crying
woman, so Dash 1 will hate him.
Mm-hmm.
turned. That time it wasn't a child, but a grown woman, and she was close. Accompanying the sobs, I could hear footsteps not walking in any particular direction. Do you hear that? She's close. I called out. Hello, miss? I went to the next set of descending stairs, but my light couldn't even reach the next landing. I carefully approached, trying to keep quiet. I went down 3 flights before I found a woman standing in a corner with her
That's the worst drawn person I've ever seen.
It's just laid out like someone, like she's a fucking longboard someone placed there
Is
while
she
they're
missing
headed
her
down
arms
further.
and legs?
Yeah, they're
Yes.
like, yes.
No, like her arms are severed up the elbow, her legs are severed up to the knees, and someone placed her there like she's a fucking longboard.
Yeah.
Just leaned up against the wall. I'm guessing she pissed herself,
Yeah. Also, from what you...
considering the seeming wet spots under her. Either that or that's shadow, and they just don't know how to do shadows. That's probably also very likely.
Yeah, also from the third exploration, we know that 087-1 had no interest in the person. They were more interested in the camera.
Yeah. Bestis, are you allergic to this schlock? Why are you sneezing?
So it's quite possible they might have just died from starvation or dehydration in the staircase. Since they never came back.
Yeah.
face against the wall. She was emaciated beyond anything I thought could have been compatible with life. Pieces of her arms and legs were missing, with large areas of exposed raw flesh. Hey, what happened to you? I asked as I approached her, but she ignored me. She just kept crying. She was wearing what looked like a uniform, clearly belonging to the SCP Foundation. I quickly put the pieces together and realized she must have been the missing subject. Was that why they'd sent me down there? Ignore her. Keep going down, Zelensky said on the other end. Are you kidding me? She needs help. I'm bringing her back up. She's already dead. She's been down there for 7 years. 7 years?
Yeah, okay, bud. Yeah. Sure. Sure, bud.
7 years.
I can think of nothing better than mangling the timeline for the sake of this trash-ass video.
I asked to confirm. She went down in 2014. We lost contact with her, and she just never returned. Logically, she couldn't possibly be alive, yet she was clearly not dead. Though she was unresponsive to my questions, she was breathing, even crying.
What the fuck?
Wait, I missed something. What? Go back? Oh, yeah. That's normal.
No.
That's fine. That's normal. Don't worry about it.
Don't do the so.
Zelensky said as the connection was lost. I didn't get that. What did you...
I'm sorry, I don't know why that made me laugh so much.
Not
say? No response. I turned to the woman, gently touching her shoulder. Her skin was wet and sticky. In shock, I retracted my hand, only to realize it was stuck to her body. I pulled her, and her skin just came right off. She didn't even seem to care, but the muscle and bone beneath was revealed in the absence of her skin. Shit, fuck, are you okay? But she just ignored me. I couldn't touch her again in fear that I might hurt her more. So it took
the fucking ASMR voice. Shit. Fuck. Are you okay? What in the goddamn motherfucking shit is going on in this motherfucking staircase?
Yeah, I like how
that very funny.
I like how the blood isn't flowing. It's just the clothing that's flowing from his hand.
Yes. Oh, this is just. How we still have this much left in this shit show?
We have like 3 minutes left.
Around for anything she might have dropped. Apart from some half-rotten chunks of flesh, there was nothing there. He's coming, she suddenly whispered. What was that? I asked. He's coming. I turned around to see the same...
Wait, what? Why did all of a sudden... Why did all of a sudden her eyes no longer bleed? Everything
Why is she the only one not drawn as a marshmallow?
Like a few seconds earlier, she had no eyes. She was bleeding from those eyes, and now they're perfectly fine. Hatchet's broken.
I caught several cerebral crabs. That's a win. I caught weird little malformed crabs.
Hatchet, the second you started talking about the crabs, Daryl woke up.
Oh, does
Daryl's
Daryl
more
want to...
interested in the crabs than this video.
That's entirely fair. I need at least one of them. Daryl can have 2 cerebral crabs if he would like.
I'll be
That's all.
honest, he probably wants all the crabs.
Wait, does that mean
I mean,
Daryl made crab noises?
I mean, what kind of noises do crabs make anyway?
Snap, snap.
Yeah, but that's like their claws, not like what comes out of their mouths. Like
No
the crabs
sound comes out of their
vocalize?
mouths. That's why it's snap, snap.
Well, yeah, but like Daryl mimics vocal sounds.
Oh, let me look up crab sounds.
we're just separating from the video and wondering what crabs sound like.
Well, yeah, this is objectively a better conversation to have.
Wait, crab uses belly sounds to communicate? What?
Huh.
So they just like beat their stomach.
Okay, so I'm being called away to give my mom a rub. I'll tell her, give me like 15 or so minutes. Let's finish this up.
Alright. Alright, in 3, 2, 1.
I turned around to see the same pale creature I'd encountered a couple of 100 flights above. This time it was moving closer. The woman continued to cry, but the creature didn't even seem to notice her. It was coming for me, and I had to run. With a heavy heart, I turned around and fled up the stairs. I only occasionally
That's
peeked
not
behind
heavy
me,
heart,
but no
that's
matter how
bad.
fast I moved,
Yeah.
the creature was always right there. With the heavy air in my worn-out body, I didn't even get 50 flights before I collapsed. I took another peek behind to see that the creature had stopped. It was just staring at me with unblinking eyes. Dr.
Well, very
Zelensky, are you
clearly
there?
not
I
collapsed.
begged. No
Yeah.
response. I just kept climbing, periodically looking behind to see the creature still there. I was slow, exhausted.
What?
What?
They gave it a butt.
I didn't need. We did not need the side profile of this stupid ass thing.
Wait, it looks
It
like a...
looks like an organ.
No, wait, it looks like a fish head from SpongeBob.
Oh my god,
Oh,
it
no.
does. Oh no.
Press play.
Cause
and
harm
beaten.
to
But I
this
kept
video creator.
Hours passed, maybe even a day before I counted
Hypothetically.
the 600th flight of stairs ascended.
In
Still,
Minecraft.
I couldn't find the way out. I kept trying to regain contact, but I was lost in an infinite loop with no escape. I climbed 1,000 flights, reaching levels far above the original entrance. But nothing changed. 2 days passed, and I ran out of supplies.
If you go up, it's the same amount you go down.
2 days passed.
Wouldn't the light
Dude.
be out by then?
Yeah.
2 days. 2 days pass.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you know, like, I hate this video.
Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
I knew it would only be a matter of time before I succumbed to my surroundings. The creature was still there, but it never attacked. It just waited for me to die from exhaustion. So I sat down and recorded one final message using the camera given to me by the Foundation. I've accepted that I'm never leaving this place. I want this to serve as a warning to anyone approached by the Foundation. Do not enter this place. I don't know where it
Yeah.
leads, but wherever it goes.
Yeah, because the Foundation's gonna show that to them.
Yeah.
Or is it just the
The
idea of
way
leaving
he's
it down
drawn,
there
he
for
looks like he has breasts.
Wait, yeah, it also kind of
Oh,
looked like
what
his
the
arms
heck?
coming out from the back, very back of his body.
Ah, these people anatomy is such bullshit.
Goes, we weren't meant to find it. SCP-087's location is unknown. The doorway leading to SCP-087 is
Wait,
constructed.
what? Are they sealing it with boomerangs?
Yes. This is how welding works, don't you know? You get your marshmallow men to have their magic boomerangs and run it along the metal, and then it's welded. I'm an
Constructed of
engineer.
reinforced steel with an electro-release lock mechanism. The lock mechanism on the doorknob will not release unless an unknown amount of volts are applied in conjunction with counterclockwise rotation of the key. The inside of the door is lined with 6 centimeters of industrial foam padding. Due to the results of the final exploration, no personnel are permitted access.
Hey, motherfucker. How the fuck are you narrating all this?
I don't know. Also, these look like giant pistols.
Also, this is not how the... This is an active schooling zone. They
Yeah.
don't have armed guards standing next to it. That would just draw more suspicion.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Access to SCP-087. SCP-087 is an unlit platform staircase. Stairs descend on a 38-degree angle for 13 steps before reaching a semicircular platform of approximately 3 meters in diameter. Descent direction rotates 180 degrees at each platform. The design of SCP-087 limits subjects to a visual range of approximately 1.5 flights. A light source is required for any subjects exploring SCP-087, as there are no lighting fixtures or windows present. Lighting sources better than 75 watts have shown to be ineffective, as SCP-087 seems to absorb excess light. Subjects report, and audio recordings confirm the distressed vocalizations from what is presumed to be a child. The source of the distress calls is estimated to be located approximately 200 meters below the initial platform. However, any attempts to descend the staircase have failed to bring subjects closer to the source. The depth of the descent calculated from Exploration 4, the longest exploration, is shown to be far beyond both the possible structure of both the building and geological surroundings.
We don't know what the fourth exploration.
We don't know what the fourth one shows.
Yeah. The fuck?
At this time, it is unknown if SCP-087 has an endpoint.
You know what? Just to be safe, I'm going to look up to see if there's somewhere where it has the fourth exploration. Because it's acting like it's SCP fact.
I don't think there is. But
I think it's pretty concrete that there isn't.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, removal of character / license. I mean, they completely changed the license.
4.
Yeah. Like, the license isn't properly put, and character-wise, like, I guess technically they didn't remove any characters if they just only focused on their own characters, but it's dumb either
they
way.
didn't show any of the characters besides the girl, maybe, and they altered her. They
Right,
turned
yeah.
her into a creepypasta.
Hold on, I want to see something. Oh, never mind. I was seeing if they whitewashed him. Because I knew one of the characters was African American. I wasn't sure if it was a girl
Yeah,
or
the
not.
guy.
It's
An
the
exploration 2.
yeah, exploration 2. It goes white guy, black guy,
I know.
then white girl.
Did it say white?
Did it say white girl? I thought it said white girl.
Yeah,
Caucasian,
it did.
Caucasian lady.
She's a white girl.
Here's the average from
Oh,
appearance.
someone said they found document 4?
Huh, I guess they don't actually. Why do they not mention? They
Yeah.
mentioned the race on the first two guys, but not on the last gal?
Weird.
That's weird, yeah. I guess huh. I guess maybe we've got a little bit of ingrained racism in us assuming the
What
default
happened?
is that she's white.
Basically, it
The
doesn't, in third exploration, it does not specify what race the woman is.
Wait, let me look. I thought it did.
It does
Yeah, it
not.
doesn't. We just looked.
Oh, fudge.
Yeah,
We
it
just
doesn't.
assumed she's white.
I think
Like,
I assumed she was white because she was not exactly acting like someone who has seen much. I have my own biases. Okay.
yeah.
Anyways, added gore or violence, not really. Except for that one scene with the woman.
Well, yeah, but like, how egregious is it? Probably not. Maybe 2.
Yeah, not that bad. Alright, deviates from the plot of the article.
I mean, yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah. I, should we say 3 or 4? I would be willing to think 3, just because
Yeah.
like they're trying to kind of do their own thing. So it's not like they're trying to overwrite the article wholesale,
Yeah.
but like it still really didn't have much to do with the article.
Not really. Except at the very end when they started talking facts about the article. Yeah.
And
Only men
now
in a
we've
video
got
slash offensiveness.
we have
Not.
got the offensiveness scale.
Patchett was offended.
From
Uh,
what I found from search results, at one point the Exploration 4 was available to read on the SCP Wiki, but it has not been for a good long while.
Ah.
huh. Interesting.
He. Yeah, so. I'm gonna say a 0, because not really.
Okay, so we have one lady
Yeah.
in the narrative. Everyone else is a white marshmallow person. Everyone else is a white marshmallow person. How do we quantify the offensiveness of marshmallow people?
I'm going to say that I think it is offensive because the only woman they put there, and they made her apparently dead slash not dead slash took away her arms and legs slash made her into a creepy pasta rather than a person.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Kind of fair.
now
Yeah.
that I think about it, she kind of looked like, when she was bleeding from the eye, she kind of looked like a female version of Lost Silver. If you know what
I
that
feel
is.
like they stole away her personhood for to such a degree that it belongs to 2 or 3 at the least.
I could agree with that. I'd say 3.
Alright.
Yeah, 3. It's
For
not
in
like
my
4.
by
It's not like uber sexist, but it's super sexist.
yeah, it's like one of those more underlying things. You see, here's my reckoning. Okay, we've got. I think it's bumped up to 2 by uh the way that they treated the gal, and I add an extra point because what the fuck is up with those fucking marshmallow people? I'm offended personally.
Man, the anatomy was so horrible.
Offensive anatomy.
Hatchet, I feel like you could have drawn that better.
I
Hey!
probably could have.
We actually got a higher percentage than I thought. 35%.
Oh, geez.
Yay.
This is higher than the last people we reviewed.
Yeah.
Ah!
Listen, at least we can say, I think we can confidently say that more effort overall was put into this
Yeah.
Yeah.
compared to, like, SCP Chronicles. But simultaneously, the effort that was put into it was still a garbage fire. Like, like they're putting effort into shoveling more garbage onto the trash fire. Like, good job, you did more effort, but it's still a trash fire.
Someone else read the next SCP.
Well,
Yeah.
I gotta head off for like 15 to 30 minutes, so I'll be back.
Okay, Bright, you
Yeah.
read it.
Yeah. I was gonna get the nickname before I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back.
So am I. God damn it, OBS. Anyways, Bookworm take control of the stream with Daryl. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
This is probably gonna be interesting. This is gonna be the 7th gen, which has a 6,000s.
Ah.
Yeah, this one's be 1683, a pitiable existence. Alright. Item. SCP-6083. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. All direct contact with 6083 is handheld by and at the direct discretion of its current handler, Senior Researcher Jones. 6083 is currently held in a modified humanoid containment chamber, fitted with several amenities at the request of Senior Researcher Jones. In the event that Senior Researcher Jones dies or is otherwise rendered incapable of performing her role in the containment of 6083, a replacement researcher is to be assigned. Description. SCP-6083 is a 9-year-old human child, James Brown, born on January 11th, 2016. Its body is heavily scarred, most noticeably around the face and its left eye, which has been fully blinded due to a slashing wound. 6083 demonstrates abnormally high emotional intelligence and is able to accurately read emotions of those in its direct proximity when those emotions are directed at 6083 itself. Due to a set of currently unknown factors, some individuals gradually lose their ability to perceive 6083. This process is known to cause subjects to experience mild to severe headaches. This anomalous effect is currently thought to be triggered based on a set of unknown conditions. Anecdotal evidence suggests this process is biased towards those who know 6083 in its past well. Once an individual becomes fully unable to receive 6083, they will forget all details of its existence. Reintroducing the fact of 6083's existence to affected individuals momentarily allows them to acknowledge it, but has failed to restore any sensory ability to detect 6083. 6083 is unable to manipulate this process at will. Amnestic and amnestic treatments have proved ineffective at reversing or slowing this process. This is just fucking sad.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to help that child, but I don't think anyone can.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put this down for child abuse on the fucking.
Child abuse of what? The universe?
No, on the SCP video. I already know they're gonna go that well. That route.
Oh no.
I know they're going that route. We know.
For a moment, I thought you were saying the logs. Like, I'm pretty sure the child did those scars to themselves. I would do that too if I had. Oh, everyone who knows you will eventually forget you.
Yeah. Well, except apparently Senior Researcher Jones.
At least one person's immune.
Yeah. Alright, interview log 6083-1. Interviewer, Senior Researcher Jones, interviewed 6083. Forward. This interview was conducted on May 14th, 2024. Shortly after 6083's initial containment, Senior Researcher Jones was not permitted to question 6083 about his anomalous properties or any other sensitive issues in this interview unless directly offered. This decision was made due to initial concerns that 6083's anomalous effects may have been tied to its emotional state. Begin log. Jones. So 6083. 6083? Is that my new name? All of my apologies. Would you prefer that I use your normal name, James? Yes, please. 6083 just sounds weird. Yes, I suppose it does, doesn't it? Jones appears to drift off in thought as 6083 stares intently at her. Miss, your necklace. 6083 points at the amethyst pendant Jones is wearing. It's really pretty. Thank you very much. I've made it to myself. Wow, you must be really famous if you can make something this cool. No, not really. No, I'm not, really. I'm nothing special. That's not true. You're the first person who talked to me since I came here. That makes you really special. I suppose you're not wrong about that. Oh, and you don't feel sorry for me or anything. Is that so special? It's really rare that people don't just look at me and feel bad. You're really special, miss. I see. Well, thank you for thinking so highly of me. About people feeling bad when they see you. Does that upset you? 6083 nods. I don't like when everyone around me gets sad. I think that no one should feel sad when they look at me, otherwise no one can be happy and play with me. Jones smiles. Well, I'm afraid I can't play with you, James, but I can promise I won't be any sadder than when you're around, okay? Okay, miss, I promise I'll be good so that I don't make everyone sad.
Oh gosh.
Jones mutters, oh, if only that is What? Sorry, it's nothing. You're weird, miss. Yeah, I get that a lot. No more people come play with me soon? Probably not too soon, but I'll come back to talk to you tomorrow and ask you a few questions, okay? Can we play just a little bit after we talk? I know you said we couldn't, but come on, just a little bit, please. Well, maybe if you're good. Okay, then I'll see you tomorrow. End log.
That poor child.
I have a feeling, because they don't want people to be sad, is that when people see that they start getting sad, so they forget the child.
I think there the the doctors played with the child to avoid them from self-harming.
Yeah. Interview log 6083-2. Interviewer Senior Researcher Jones. Interviewed 6083. Forward. This interview was conducted as a follow-up to 6083's first interview on May 14th, 2024. Given 6083's generally positive mental state during the first interview, Senior Researcher Jones was permitted to begin questioning it about its anomalous properties. Jones walks into 6083's cell and sits down next to it and is playing with the plastic cutlery that was provided with it, its most recent meal. Hello again, James. Hey, miss. 6083 makes the sound of an airplane while waving around its cutlery. I still found a way to have fun already. Look, it's an aeroplane. 6083 continues to play with its cutlery. Jones waits for a few minutes before clearing her throat to attract 6083's attention. James, I did come all this way to talk to you. Would you mind landing the aircraft a second so we can have the chat? 6083 lowers the cutlery and briefly slides it along the ground before leaving it. Okay, miss, I'm all done now. What did you want to talk about? I wanted to ask you a little bit about how you got here. People at the orphanage started ignoring me for some reason, so I started getting in some trouble. The police had a big argument with the adults, and then the men in suits came and took me here. I see. Do you have any idea why the other people started ignoring you? I think it might have been because of the family I scared away. They seemed really nice, but they were really awkward around me. I think they got a little scared of my face. I can't blame them. Just look at that devilish smile. Jones pinches 6083's cheeks as they both laugh. PA system. Jones, please refrain from unnecessary contact and small talk with the anomaly. Alright. You could at least let me and the kid have some fun. Jones briefly glares at the camera in 6083's cells before resuming conversation. Well, you're hot, man. I guess we gotta do this the bowling way. No fair. I thought we were gonna get to play. I'm really sorry, James. I'll definitely make it up to you. How about this? I'm sure this room is a bit boring for you. How about I help you redecorate? I can bring a toy or two with me next time, too. So could you please forgive me this one time? 683 pouting. Okay, I guess. I wanted to play now, but it's not your fault. I can't be mad at you. But next time, promise you can play with me. Okay, Don't make promises you can't keep, Jones.
God damn assholes.
Oh, come on, you can just let me play with the kid for a while. Sorry, that's not my call. Higher ups have been really cracking down on us. Whenever we don't follow standard procedure, what with that incident at Site 11 last month. Does that mean I won't get to play with you, miss? No way, don't worry about that. What's it? I can deal with him later. Some background noises picked up through the PA system. So we'll get to play soon? 100%. Great, I'm gonna make sure you stick to that. Don't worry about that. Just start thinking of ideas what you want to do when we play together next time. Shall I bring Monopoly? I think of something good, unless you know what you want to play. 6083 shrugs. It's fine then, I'll think of something in any case. Was it everyone who ignored you, or just a couple of people who were mad at you? The only person who didn't ignore me was Thomas. He used to hit me. When everyone started ignoring me, he got worried. I think they let him in on it after that though, because he started doing it too. I see.
Oh,
So was that around the time the police got involved? 683 nods. Police came, I think, a day after Thomas got in on the prank. Okay, that's all good then. I think I'm beginning to understand what happened. Does that mean I'm going back to an orphanage soon? No, I don't think so. It's not good for people to be playing such a mean prank on you. I think you'll be staying here for a while, James. Jones, the site director says they want to see you in their office now. Really? Alright, James. I think that means we'll have to finish here for the day, but I'll definitely keep my promise to you. Don't worry, next time I swear we'll get to play together. $60.83 seems upset but remains quiet. Oh, come on. Now, don't give me that look. I even swore I'd play with you next time. Okay, look, pinky promise. Jones kneels down to face 6083 and extends out her pinky finger. 6083 does the same and the two lock pinkies before moving their hands up and down as in a handshake. Grasp my heart out to die. Now, if you don't keep your promise, you have to stick a needle in your eye. I guess I had better keep that promise then, huh? Jones, the site director is waiting on you. Terminate this interview at once. Jones walks to the door, 683's cell, and briefly turns around to wave at it before leaving. And lock. Afterward, for a breach of conduct during the interview with 683, senior researcher Jones was initially issued a formal warning and was put under probation for 3 months. However, the recommendation of the site psychiatrist who observed that 683's mental state was improving as a result of Jones' actions, her punishment was withdrawn and she was permitted to continue her friendly advances towards it. Interview log 6083-3. Interviewer, senior researcher Jones, interviewed 6083. Forward, this interview was conducted shortly after 6083's cell was refurbished at the request of senior researcher Jones. Begin log. Alright. Jones enters 6083's room holding a wrapped present. She sits down next to 6083, which is playing with a model car given to it by Jones during a previous interview. She fidgets momentarily before clearing her throat to attract 6083's attention. Oh, hi again, miss. You're early today. Well, I thought I should bring you something to celebrate the redecoration. This room feels much more real now, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't like the old room. It was so boring. I felt like I was going to die. Well, you don't need to worry now. I'll make sure you don't get bored and can have all the fun you want. Can I see what you got me? Of course, here. Jones hands 683 in the present and it quickly tears open the wrapping paper. Inside the paper is a jewelry box containing a handmade topaz pendant, matching the amethyst pendant Jones is wearing. It's a pendant just like yours, but why is the stone different? That's your birthstone, Topaz. It's your birthstone, Topaz. This one is my amethyst. So we just have matching pins of our birthstones. I thought I'd use your birthstone instead of just using amethyst, since that's why I use amethyst for mine in the first place. Thank you so much. I'll treasure it forever and ever. 6083 takes the pendant out of the box and hands it to Jones. Put it on me. Put it on me. Jones takes the pendant and hooks it around 683's neck. How does it look? It just might look better on you than it does me. 6083 hugs Jones. Guards situated outside 6083 chambers began moving to intervene before Jones signaled them to stand down. So, James, do you want to talk like we normally do, or would you rather we do something else? Doc, I like talking to you. 683, let's go. Jones sits down on the floor of the room. So, so what do you want to talk about? We've already talked a lot about me. Tell me about you. Well, there's not much to talk about. I'm not very interesting compared to you. I'm sure that's not true, miss. Just tell me this story about you, please. Well, let's see. I could tell you how about this. How I got this job. That's probably the most interesting thing I've done. Jones stops as the lights cut out due to a power failure. The cell door slams shut and locks itself. The recorded interview also briefly cuts out before the backup power starts. Jones is holding 683 when the recording restarts. What happened? Why did the lights go out? Something bad happened somewhere else in the building. We'll have to stay put here for a bit. Jones signals the guards outside the cell. You guys need to get out of here to stay safe. We'll be fine in here. Go help with the recontainment effort. The guards nod and leave the area. Sorry about this. We'll probably be stuck like this for a while. We should be fine just staying put. So does that mean we can keep on talking? Sure, that'll be a way to pass the time at least. Alert. A containment breach has occurred in the Keter wing. All containment cells have been locked until the site is secured. Please evacuate to a safe location as dispatched all task forces work to retain the escaped anomalies. What does Keter mean? It's what they call a containment class. Basically, if something is very difficult to keep from escaping, it's Keter. Is it dangerous? What do you mean? Is a Keter dangerous? A lot of them are. Definitely most of the ones on the site are. 6083 shows signs of becoming distressed. Then why did the guards leave if it's dangerous? What if we get hurt? It's fine, James. This is actually about the safest place we could be. We're in a secure containment cell and we're on the opposite side of the site to the breach. I promise you we'll be fine. Distant gunfire can be heard. 6083 is now visibly distressed and starts trembling. It's okay, James. It's okay. Everything's fine. We'll be alright, I promise. 6083 quietly says, Miss, I'm scared. You're poor thing. I'll protect you. Don't worry, you just trust me, okay? 6083 nods and hugs Jones tighter. There, you're gonna be alright. Jones pats 6083's head and holds it closely. You want me to tell you that story then? It might take your mind off the scary stuff. 6083 nods. Conversation redacted for informational security purposes. So how about it? Sorry, now that I've said it all aloud, that story isn't actually very fun. I guess my story just isn't quite as interesting as yours. That's not true, miss. Your story was really cool, especially when the people you work for showed up. That's really exciting. Yeah, that's something you can never fault us for, I guess. The Foundation always keeps things interesting one way or another. Say, do you want to play a game now? I think it'll still be a while before anyone else gets here. So we've probably got some more time to kill. Okay, what can we play? Well, we have a couple games here that we haven't played before, but there's also some new stuff too. Here, Jones is referring to a variety of board games given the 68.3 for use during interviews, of which 3 had been used before. Jones looks through a small pile of board games stacked in the corner of 68.3's room for a short period before picking out a game. She pauses and looks down for around a half a minute before turning towards 683. Want to play Pictionary? Sure. Do you know how to play this one? We draw pictures and try to guess what the other person's drawing. I'm not very good at drawing now. That's where the fun comes from. At least give it a shot, James. The two go on to talk and play Pictionary for just over 40 minutes before Jones stops mid-sentence. Miss, what's wrong? Jones appeared not to notice 6083's questions, begins rubbing her hand, apparently in pain. Ugh, what was I doing again? Why did I take out this game? Miss, are you okay? What's going on? Jones recoils for a moment, seemingly surprised at 6083's presence. After a moment, she regains her composure and smiles at 6083. Sorry, Jones, I just zoned out for a second. Don't worry about it. The two resume their game for another 14 minutes before members of MTF News 7, Hammered Down, arrive at the cell. We've got a researcher locked in with an anomaly here. Someone get this door open now. News 7 members force open the door before moving inside and separating Jones and 6083. Once separated from Jones, 6083 begins to cry. What? What are you doing? Stop! You're scaring that kid. Keep away from the anomaly. We'll subdue it momentarily. Jones struggling against News 7 operatives. Stand down, you morons. He's not dangerous. Jones starts to clutch her head in her hands. She starts shaking and looks visibly distressed. Just stand down, please. The new 7 operators restraining 6083 release it and immediately runs towards Jones, who hugs it tightly against her chest. End log.
Jeez, they're so terrible. Man. I mean, not Jones, but oh my gosh.
Addendum 6083-1. Shortly after events documented in interview log 6083-3, senior researcher Jones fell victim to 6083's novel's effect and has been rendered unable to fulfill a role as 6083's overseeing researcher. A replacement researcher will be assigned shortly.
That's so depressing. She became like a foster parent and then forgot he ever existed. Oh. This is so depressing. Thinking on it, what if they got their scars from their original family hurting because they didn't remember him?
Oh, God.
Oh.
I already saw the thumbnail because I had to upload it to Discord and as well as OBS. What the fuck?
What is it? That has nothing to do with the SCP.
It does say 6083.
I want Hatchet to suffer with us.
Is Hatchet here?
No.
So we're gonna save 4 for the thumbnail, because
4,
it's...
yeah.
SCP. You never want to look at the static television set. This is a classified SCP not available in the SCP database? Yes, it is! It's right. Okay, May 10th, 2021. Hold on, when was this made? They might have just made their own. Yeah, October 3rd, 2022 was last edited. What?
Yeah, edited is not when it was made.
Page revision, so hold on.
I'll try to look up when SCP-6083 was made.
Yeah. Because if it's before May 10th, 2021, So this means they just created their own instead of the actual SCP. Yeah, because the other 6,001 is this is classified as not available in the database. Yet, it's right fucking here. So this is gonna be a 0%. Let's see how many. Wait. Wait, I just looked at. For the SCP-5140 on their video, it says written by Runderhouse in their description. And if you go over
Written by who?
Runderhouse, see right here?
Oh.
It says written by Runderhouse. Look, it says Runderhouse right here. Which means, and when it says written by Richard Saxon, it means that they say that's the SCP author. Or they asked the SCP author to help with the video. Hopefully that's the case. I don't know. Have you found anything, Jerry? You could just use
I don't really have anything.
the Wayback Machine.
Oh, you're right. The
Yeah.
Wayback Machine.
Yeah, you just copy this link and then go to the Wayback Machine and see when it was made.
Right. Let me use that. And we're looking for the year 2021?
Yep. Because this
All
video
right.
was made May 10th, 2021.
Okay. I can look at July 30th. Otherwise, I'd need to go to 2020 probably.
Yeah.
All right, I'm clicking that. Come on. The web archive is loading. This page doesn't exist yet. Okay, it did not exist in 2021.
Gotcha. So, are you ready to see this SCP?
Should we even watch it when it was made before there was an SCP there?
I actually hit my starting soon screen. Anyways.
This is the risk people run when they make up their own SCP. Hi, Hatchet.
Hi, Hatchet.
I cannot hear y'all yet. Give me a sec.
Okay. Should we briefly tell Hatchet about the SCP before the video?
Yeah, I think you'll be able to summarize it better than me. But we're gonna wait
Okay.
for Hatchet to hear us.
I can
Okay.
hear you.
We are about to watch 6083, but the actual SCP was made after the video came out, so we already know it's going to be totally different than the actual SCP.
Yep.
The actual SCP.
Wait, what?
They made the video before the SCP existed, so it's their
Yeah.
own fan-made version. But the SCP exists. It's different from their video, but it exists.
Okay.
Would you like to know about the actual SCP?
I mean, at this point, should we even judge it based on that? Because, like,
It's still the number of the actual SCP, so we kind
well,
of
yeah,
need.
but
I just kind of want to watch the video though,
yeah,
to see
because
how
like,
bad it is.
like when you think about it,
Yeah.
if they basically unofficially claimed this number before the actual SCP came into existence, is it like reasonable to judge it based on something that didn't exist at the time of this being made?
Well, yeah, because the numbers are made specifically for review, so you need to create an actual SCP file, not just like unofficially claim it.
Well, yeah, but like we
Otherwise, you
can.
always run the risk of an actual SCP taking the number.
Well, yeah, like I agree that they were stupid in that sense, but
Mm-hmm.
if we're basically listening, like if we're basically watching like two completely different things, what's the point of comparing them?
So you don't want to know about the actual SCP?
I gotta look into it later. I'm just saying, like, is it necessary if like they're making this before it existed?
I guess we can just
Well,
put like the
do you
force
want me to
across.
tell you the summary of that SCP?
I suppose.
6083 is a 9-year-old little boy, and when someone gets depressed around him, basically, they forget he exists. He has a lot of scars on his body. We do not know what they are from, but considering people forget he exists, it can be,
Mhm.
and he was found in an orphanage, it might be suggested his family might have done it before they handed him to the orphanage. And he's a very upbeat child, and at first it looks like the doctor that's assigned to him is really good with him. She gets a really motherly bond with him, but at the end she forgets he exists.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking depressing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's always upbeat the entire time,
Yep.
with all
Aw.
his scars and all the people he's ever known and cared for forgetting he exists and everything.
So should we still watch the video to see how they're badly SCP? I mean, it's
Well, I mean,
Hmm?
let's watch the video.
Right.
I'm just like, we can't. I like my whole point was I think that we can't judge the video based on the SCP because they're just completely different things.
Yeah. Basically, what I was thinking, unless they add a whole bunch of gore or something like that, just like
Just mark 4 all around because
I
there's
was
no way they're getting it right.
I was gonna say that I was gonna put a 0 for devious from the article because there's nothing, no article
Oh, you're right.
attached.
That's probably a better idea. Just put zeros all around.
Yeah,
So
like this is just completely different.
Yeah, this is something we haven't really run into before.
here's what I'm gonna do for the final score.
Don't count. Wait, give me a
Basically,
sec.
when I average the percentages, I just won't do these two.
Should we even watch the video or should we go to the next SCP?
I want to watch the video because I want to see what the fuck they made.
Okay. Well, I'm still kind of reeling from the emotional toll of the actual SCP.
Fair enough.
That
Yeah.
that was that poor child.
Hey, at least they gave them head hair this time.
That's the worst mustache I've ever seen.
Just fucking scribble it on with a Sharpie.
yeah.
Oh no, it does look that way.
This guy's kids got into the fucking markers while he was passed out drunk.
Yeah, the next one, which is gonna be 6009, I'm not gonna do it immediately. It's almost as long as 5000 because it has like a whole bunch of shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna go for a shorter one next.
Gotcha, yeah, how long were you planning to stream?
I can probably do one more SCP after this.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you do you want to read the next one then? 'Cause I think the next one's rather short.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, you ready to see the
Yes,
video?
yeah, so I suppose we're watching this just to criticize writing, animation style, and
Yeah.
the fact that this is real, like, just a painfully stupid thing for them to have done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, they claim it's now the static television set when they created it.
Mhm. Wait a minute.
Tell-
What if they made a proposal for this number? Made this video force their proposal, but their proposal didn't win because it's trash?
Yeah. Yeah, because community vote. I mean, the community just hated it.
Let me look up SCP, the static television.
You're probably just gonna find a video.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, there is an SCP that popped up when I looked it up. It's 2949?
Well,
Also, they apparently couldn't be fucked enough to fix the SCP logo, and they turned the arrows into a dot with a line.
oh my gosh, they
No,
can't.
they changed the logo. They just changed it badly. It looks like sperm.
Hold on, they can't see on stream. So hold on, I'm moving it. There it is.
It looks like sperm.
Oddly erect sperm.
Anyways, now I'm gonna move them. I love my little Daryl.
We love Daryl too.
Yeah. Anyways, you ready to see this video?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Tell me again what you have to do, I said sternly as I ordered the subject to repeat his task for the 100th time. We were already standing outside the door to the seemingly harmless...
Why is he standing like that?
Wee,
Uh,
wee, wee.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's like a cowboy.
It's high noon, partner, and he's having a duel with a door.
That door's been giving him the side eye ever
This-
since his children scribbled a mustache on his face.
Oh my god, I just
This town ain't. This house ain't big enough for the two of us.
I just realized the blue guy's pants are shaved so far up that is not comfortable. Because if you look,
Ah.
Technically, if you think about it, it means he has a permanent wedgie. Nothing fits down there.
yeah.
Actually, wouldn't that really hurt? That's bigger than a wedgie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is everything just tucked up there?
Yes.
What if he's actually wearing a very odd onesie?
He's wearing a Minecraft onesie now. I just realized it.
Yeah, and like the waistline isn't the actual waistline. It's just made to look like he has a giant wedgie.
Yeah.
I would believe that if the body shape was different.
True.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Suburban home. The house was a picture-perfect home, taken straight out of the 70s, abandoned and sealed off from the general public, following the
I would
first
not
incident
live
in
in a
19...
house that looked like that. That is not picturesque from the 70s. I've seen picturesque from the 70s.
Wait, I just realized the
Hi.
arch is not even, and that bothers me right here at the
The
top.
arch is uneven, but more glaringly, they have a sidewalk
Mhm.
leading up to the stairs, but they don't have a driveway for their garage. So to get out and use the garage, they necessarily have to constantly drive on their lawn.
Wee, wee, wee.
Anyways.
1975. No sooner did the Foundation learn about the building's existence than it was taken over. I have to sit down in front of the television, turn it on, and report everything I see, the subject said. He was a middle-aged man in decent shape, but broke after placing a few stupid bets on risky stocks. For him, it was as bad as a gambling addiction, with a predictable outcome. In the span of 5 years, he's lost his job, his house, and his family. If not for the Foundation, he'd still be living on the street.
This
Exactly.
isn't how D
I'd-
class are selected.
No, it's not.
He's just creating his own special version of how D class are brought into the Foundation.
Granted, if this was the Marshall Carter and Dark logo, that would make sense.
Oh, geez, look at his build. He's. Oh. How did
I'm just
his-
trying to not notice it.
Yeah.
How did it get worse?
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, if this was Martial Garden Dark telling him to do this, this would make sense. But this is not Martial Garden
Yeah.
Dark.
As we know, the SCP Foundation operates a side gig as loan sharks.
Anyways.
It already explained the risks. Though it had scared
Ah.
away many a possible subject, the man was too desperate.
Ah.
What if it happens to me too? He asked. You'll be sedated before you can get hurt. You won't come to any physical harm. He nodded understandingly. He'd
What?
already signed the document.
Also, I just realized there's no point in me having a bingo board up, right?
Yeah.
Well, we could have it there for things like racism. You
Hey,
think they're gonna be racist?
yeah, let me just put that back up then.
Documents, and a sizable paycheck would be put into his
Just
account upon
deliver me from
completion
this
of the
hell.
task. He was the 6th man we'd sent in.
What? Failed mental deterioration. Failed mental deterioration. Oh my god.
It's what? They couldn't be bothered to type it. They had to hand draw the fucking bullshit.
Also, I just realized it looks normal. In the tight, the font looks normal a bit over here on the far left. Then it starts getting more italicized further right.
And like they figured out how to lay text onto the paper for that stuff, but for the zero class DD, they had to. Why is the first one not have?
Maybe it's like
Ah,
zero class double D as in a zero class with double D's. Whatever a zero class is.
Goddamn, double D chest.
yes, that's the joke, Bright.
I'm sorry. Anyways.
Boom.
But only the 2nd civilian. The first 4 had all been Class D personnel, each of which suffered severe mental deterioration after only 15 minutes in the room. If not for my own clearance, I'd enter the room myself to finally understand what all these men had seen. But as the Foundation rules stated, no Class
What the hell is Class C personnel?
It doesn't exist.
And why did they draw Rules Foundation 6883?
Rules Foundation elementary school version. This video is souring the taste of my Rice Krispie treats.
We love you, Hatchet.
Well, that didn't
My
take
mom
long.
makes my mom makes Rice Krispie treats homemade, and she puts fruity pebbles in them, and they're very
Nice.
tasty.
That actually sounds really delicious.
Yeah, there
Oh,
was...
and coconut.
Oh. Yeah, there was
There's
a...
also coconut mixed in.
Yeah, there was
Oh.
a recipe my mom did that I liked before I left. Basically, where they shape the Rice Krispie to be in a circle, wrap it in a fruit roll up, and put gummy worms in the middle. It was basically like Rice Krispie sushi.
My mom used
Oh, go ahead.
My mom used to add extra marshmallow, and it gave a texture that I really enjoyed. But
That
Fruity
Rice
Pebbles sounds
Krispie,
amazing.
that Rice Krispie sushi sounds like it would be tasty to a certain degree, but it would be ungodly sweet.
Oh yeah, it was very sweet. Yeah.
Like you take a bite out of it, and you get punched in the face with sugar.
It's also known as the diabetes sushi.
Get a better joke.
SC personnel or above was allowed to have any contact with SCP-6083. And following the failure of our prior operations, we taken in desperate subjects with no other options. It's time. We'll be observing you through the camera you have mounted to your helmet, I explained. Why didn't you just send in like a robot or something and film the television? He asked. It doesn't work like that, and that's all you need to know. He looked nervous, and rightfully so. He wasn't a big believer in severe mental illness, thinking most of it could be overcome by sheer willpower, which is why he'd signed up for the project.
What? He doesn't believe in severe mental illness.
How did a non-SCP somehow, like, go into ableism bullshit?
I don't know, but
He
I
does-
just clicked it on the bingo board.
Let's just take a second to marvel
Yeah.
at how unironically lifelike it is for the guy who lost his whole family to a gambling addiction to disbelieve in mental health care.
Oh no!
Because I've seen so many insane parent stories just like that, or worse.
Yeah.
I hate it, thank you.
Anyways.
You're welcome.
In many
Here,
ways,
he was. Hold up, I've got something that's way better content than this. Okay, I'm gonna whisper real good. Okay, this is significantly better content than this video. Did you appreciate this content in the form of me crushing a plastic water bottle?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
This is better. This is objectively better content.
Yeah.
At least someone might be able to goon to that for some reason.
Oh my god.
You know what? Someone probably is. There are people who really like good voices. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah. I wouldn't describe my voice as good, but fair.
Mine's not.
Hey, when you did that, the ASMR voice was amazing.
Damn.
I know I
Yay.
freaked you out when I did the ASMR thing as a joke. Yeah, anyways.
the ideal subject, stubborn and ignorant, looking for an easy paycheck. I'd explained the risks, but no matter what kind of details I gave him, he just didn't take it all that serious. Still, the stories had put at least some level of fear into him. "I'm ready," he said, and with that, we sent him inside. The house was covered in dust. Ancient furniture and ugly green wallpaper covered the walls, with pictures of a family all died decades earlier. All of them had overdone hairstyles and clothes that had long since gone out of fashion. But in the pictures, they couldn't possibly have
There are people
foreseen.
who still wear those sort of clothes and hairstyles. You fucking dipshit.
Yeah.
Well, you see, that would take some amount of effort in looking up what people wore in, I don't know, the 50s?
Yeah.
Maybe early 60s?
Also,
Well, just because it's mostly out of style doesn't mean people don't dress like that.
okay, here's
Well,
one
yeah.
thing. Why are both the females, like, left arms fucked up?
If it makes you feel better, both of the guys' arms are too.
Also, the little girl's dress, it's fine on the left side, but the second goes to the right side.
At least her dress is better than her mommy's.
Listen. We shouldn't shame people for being inbred. Let's move on.
Oh my god.
What would happen to them after ordering a then new television set? A 1974 Sony KV-1920 Color had been the device to take the life of their entire family. Their first evening together,
Oh.
sitting down as a
So he researched an ancient model of television,
Yeah.
but he couldn't research 50s fashion.
Nope.
Also, I want to point out they wouldn't have video of the family watching the movie. Videotapes back then were fucking expensive. They wouldn't
Yeah.
randomly videotape themselves having dinner.
I'm guessing this is intended to be like a photograph.
Let's find out.
The family with dinner and a broadcast, excited to finally have their
Oh,
very
yeah.
own window into the rapidly
Yeah.
developing entertainment world. Down the
You're
hall,
right.
third door on the left, I told the subject through the radio. Yeah, I remember from the briefing, he said back. He needed to enter the living room, where the family had enjoyed their last supper. As he
Yes.
opened the
My my favorite method of making sure I know where I'm going in my own fucking house. Because after all, everyone's house is just a hallway corridor with unmarked doors. So we have to all put a poorly written sign saying living room onto our living room door.
Yeah. Also, why did they make the cannon look too much like a penis?
I don't think they did that on purpose. They're just bad at art.
To be fair, cannons do look kind of phallic just as a default.
Yeah.
Most
The
cannons,
ancient
if you get them at the right angle, could kind of look like a penis.
Wait, why did the camera attached to his hair kind of look like one of those pilgrim hats?
Oh my god. Well, I guess that would make more sense with him denying mental health as a thing.
Anyways.
door dried out. Black blood splatters were still visible on the carpeted floor.
That's not black.
It was just fragments of former times. As the building had been
None of this is
sterilized
black.
months after the incident, the subject
That
flicked a
doesn't look
light switch.
sterilized.
Oh, we sterilized the room. There's still very clearly blood stains everywhere. Yeah, okay,
Also,
bud.
his finger turned into a knife.
Looks like a fucking Nike check with a bunch of weird little tumors grafted on.
Yeah.
But the room remained dark. It's kind of dark in here, he said. Only the television set is still supplied. Just turn your flashlight on, I ordered. He did as commanded, producing a strong beam that illuminated the room. It didn't have much more than a dining table and a sofa sitting in front of the television. The sofa was still discolored from the blood, long since dried out and harmless, but a constant reminder of the horrors that had taken place. Is that blood? The subject asked. I thought you said I wouldn't get hurt. You won't as long as you're alone in there. What does that mean? He asked, getting agitated. There is no one else in there to harm you, don't worry. The family that had lived there consisted of a father, a mother, and their 2 kids, a daughter and a son. As they turned the television on, they'd seen something that put the entirety of the family into a catatonic state, all except for the father, who silently went to the kitchen to grab a knife. Then he walked back and calmly slit his family's throat before collapsing on the floor himself for the remainder of his life. He never uttered another word. He just spent his time in the Foundation's psychiatric clinic, filling papers with black ink until he died from a heart attack 15 years later. So, I just flick the TV on and sit down? He asked. And describe what you see, I clarified. He did as instructed, switching the old television set on. As it came to life, a storm of static filled
Wow,
the screen.
look at that production value. They made
With
a
the
total of 3 still frames of terrible static scribbles.
Yeah. Anyways.
subject himself saw was a different story, but the pictures produced could not be carried through a camera. They would only be visible to those who personally visited the room. What do you see? I asked. He remained silent for a moment, fixated on a secret image hidden from the rest of the world. Mr. Carlson, I need you to describe the images. Sorry, it's a family sitting down for dinner. They're eating a roasted chicken, but what? I asked. They're not looking at each other. They all look terrified. It's like they know they're being filmed. Through the radio, I could hear the subject getting stressed as his breathing got more frequent. They're not swallowing. They're just shoving more food into their mouths and chewing. What the hell is this? He asked. Keep watching. Another minute passed, And according to the subject, the picture didn't change. The screen went dark, he said. For us, all it displayed was an incomprehensible mess of static. Keep watching. Oh, now it's showing an abandoned inside pool. There's no water in it, but there's still a man walking around with swimming trunks. Wait he's getting
second.
ready to dive in.
Hold up. An abandoned inside swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's outside.
Yeah.
Inside.
Yeah.
They put in the extra effort to draw it in the shitty PNG world that this all takes place in. Outside. But they couldn't just make the script consistent with the visuals.
Yep.
We love you. Also, they said trunks, but look, he's in a swimming suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get ready
From
to
the
watch this
25
guy
feet
face
board.
plant.
He paused
Yeah.
in anticipation.
Maybe
Oh my
they
God.
didn't want to
He
draw
jumped.
marshmallow nips.
I want to see that again. I want to see.
Why does this remind me
Oh
of
my God.
death.com?
Of
Oh
what?
my God.
It was a website in like the early 2000s. It was really popular back then. You'd watch a bunch of stick figures or play video games around stick figures killing each other or
Oh.
dying.
Interesting.
I was
That's what it reminds
Patient.
me of, yeah.
Oh my
I was
God.
asking like what you said because I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, it reminds me of stickdeath.com.
Okay.
Anyways.
Patient. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I keep playing it because he just goes, oh my God.
Oh my
I
God.
wonder if that website still exists.
Probably.
Maybe. Oh my God. Well, if it relied on Flash Player, then probably not.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah, then. If it does still exist, it's been in a very revamped form.
Yeah. Anyways.
He jumped. He's fucking dead. Tell me that wasn't
Oh
real.
my God.
Truth be told, none of us knew. Every subject had always seen the same images, but their origin couldn't be determined. In many ways, it was as if the footage existed in a separate reality. The current subject had lasted 5 minutes that far, a third of the average. No one had ever made it past the 15-minute mark. Now there's just a woman dancing. She's wearing one of those ballet outfits. She's crying. The room is full of people, but they're all facing away from the dancing woman. They're not blinking. What is this shit? Keep watching. You need to stay in there for 15 minutes. For each scene that passed, the subject kept getting more unsettled. As he described the events that took place, his voice started to crack, fear finally breaking through the stubborn facade. Now there's a man just sitting on the floor. He's dragging his hand over a rough, concrete wall. He's starting to bleed, but he's so emotionless. Oh no, he's not stopping. Shit, I can see his bones. I already knew where the scene would go. Though I'd never personally witnessed it, I'd been told the same story by each of the 5 prior subjects. The man in the footage would keep dragging his hand along the wall until little more than bare bone remained, never showing a single sign of pain. Then the 15-minute mark approached, and the subject had fallen silent. Mr. Carlson.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Anyway.
Also, apparently some videos of stickdeath.com do exist because people wanted to try to preserve the website.
Ah.
Fair.
Anyways.
Are you still with us? I asked. Yeah, He trailed off. What do you see? I asked. Now there's a child. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. It's wearing some sort of dark gown, sitting in what I think is a basement. It's whispering something, but I can't hear. The words got stuck in his throat. Wait, it said my name. How can that be? He said in shock. keep talking to us, I ordered. The kid is talking to me. It's saying, no, that's not true. That's a lie, he said, raising his voice to a mild scream. Mr. Carlson, keep describing what you see. It's telling me about my past, but it's not how it happened. It's a twisted version of the truth. Again, he paused. His breathing was getting more labored. It was clear how distressed he'd become. At the 16-minute mark, the subject had survived longer than anyone else. He told me the truth, the subject said. What truth? I asked. He told me what's going to happen to me when I die. What exactly did he tell you? I asked. But the subject never responded. He just sat quietly and stared at the screen's static, catatonic like all the rest. Still, we'd made progress. We'd finally learned what the theme of the information had been. But before we could truly end the project, we needed more. Cut the power. Bring me the subject, I told the guards. This one won't give us any more information, but at least he didn't try to kill himself. With a simple, yes, sir, the two guards went to retrieve the broken man. He'd fulfilled his part of the deal, but I feared he'd never be healthy enough to reap the benefits. Once the room had been cleared, I returned to the facility to write my report. We were moving forward, but to finally learn the truth, I was going to need more subjects. SCP-6083 is a television set model, 1974 Sony KV-1920, located in a suburban-style home, isolated since 1975 following the first incident. SCP-6083 is located within the living room and remains the only object in the house still connected to any power source. Upon activation, the TV emits a static-like picture as seen by observation through cameras. The only individuals able to gain any meaning from the pictures are subjects situated directly in front of the television set. Since the death of the family originally living in the house, a total of 6 subjects have been witness to the hidden broadcasts, 4 of which were D-class personnel and 2 civilians. All remain in a permanent catatonic state.
That sounds more like it belongs as a creepypasta.
They wrote a creepypasta, they attached it to a number and called it SCP.
SC pasta?
I say more like dumb.
Alright.
Dumb pasta?
Dumb pasta.
I was kind of excited because we usually don't see the 6000s appear in the content farms.
I'm sorry. At least we don't see them abuse a child.
Yeah, Hatchet, your SCP is 5140 Everest.
Oh, I think I know this one.
Yeah, but before you do, I have to go to the bathroom pretty damn bad.
Okay, have fun urinating.
I'm gonna turn shit just for you. Anyways, bye.
Right!
Let's see.
Great, I'm back. I didn't even hear what you said after.
I just yelled bright. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah, I've definitely seen this SCP before.
Ah, I see.
Alright. Item number 5140. Why did I say it like that?
I don't know.
Level 4, Secret. Containment class, Keter. Disruption class, Eki. Risk class, Critical. Special containment procedures. Due to the exorbitant cost and difficulty in safely extracting SCP-5140 instances from Mount Everest, MTF Delta 14 Winter Wonderland will periodically ascend Everest to bury any
Oh,
5140 in what uh, instances in the snow. Campaigns are underway to tighten restrictions for climbing permits for Mount Everest on both the Nepalese and Tibetan sides. Description: 5140 refers to a number of frozen corpses scattered across Mount Everest, located in the Himalayas of Tibet. The number of 5140 instances is unclear, but accepted to be over 100 and below 200 at the time of writing. SCP-5140 instances are... Peppy, piss off, dude, stop. Stop that. Cease. Go. Sorry. I have to deter my cat from attempting to chew on wires. Fuck off, dude. Okay. How was I? 5140 instances are ectoentropic. When physically exposed to heat of any form, including body heat, they will absorb it without raising their temperature, which rests at approximately 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. This process usually renders physical contact... Peppy, stop! I'm sorry. Okay. Physically exposed to heat in any form, including body heat, absorb it without raising their own temperature, which rests at approximately 50 degrees Fahrenheit. This process usually renders physical contact with 5140 instances fatal. If an individual dies as a result of contact, the with 5140 instances, their corpse will become another 5140 instance. Addendum 5140-1 mission record 11/12/2015. Click to confirm credentials. Okay. Priority traffic to base camp from MTF D14. Status update. Approaching summit, encountered 34 bodies across Chinese route. Buried all provisions steady, likely to reach summit tomorrow. Response acknowledged. Continue. Another... I don't even know what to describe these as. Like, priority traffic. No, so 2 base camp. Another 2 base camp. Let's say
I was
that.
gonna say
From
you
the
need to do another
MTF.
report. Because that's what the
Oh,
MTF are
yeah.
doing,
Maybe.
they're reporting.
Right, yeah, report. Okay. Report. Encountering minor anomaly on instances. Exceptionally low temps result in muscle contraction post-mortem. Bodies curled up and frozen, hard to pry open before burial, might have to Barry like that. Response acknowledged, permission granted, Barry as convenient. Report approaching summit. Uh, abnormally high numbers of instances encountered, 19 since yesterday. Old instances getting unburied. Response likely. Strong winds blowing off snow. Bury deeper if possible. Report approached Hillary Step this morning. Will ascend to summit in hour or two. 14 more bodies since last contact. Team unnerved. Response understandable. Almost there now. Report discovered lone body on summit. Attempted to bury. Shovel hit something. Is stuck. Can't pull it out. Turned around body. Was gone. Fell off the summit. Don't know. Team is rattled. Please advise. Response acknowledged. Sending out survey teams attempting to see if something has been seen falling from the summit. Use spare shovel if more bodies encountered. Orders are to descend from Chinese route using already cleared path. Godspeed. Report. Descended step touched uh, descended step Patrick touched one. Me and Arnold buried him. Report. Acknowledged. Response. Acknowledged. Report. Emergency. Attempted to descend Chinese route. Discovered camp remains torn apart. 3 instances curled up in tent. Instances moving. Hurried descent. Response. Acknowledged. Get down safely. Will move forward from there. Personnel ready to receive you at Camp V. Stay safe. Report. Mass of them blocking the path. One reached out from ground, grabbed Arnold. He's one of them. I ran back up. Can't go down. Can't go back. Arnold was carrying provisions. Only have 1 can of oxygen left. Help. Response. Attempt to use flare gun to clear path. Stay at safe distance. Team is already en route to extract you. Stay calm. Minimize breathing. Report. They're coming. Don't come to the summit. It's not safe. The ground isn't safe. Don't let climbers on Everest. The mountain is danger. Response. Team is arriving in less than 2 hours. Hold steady. Peppy! Oh my gods, dude. A rescue detachment of MTF Delta 14 arrived at Charlie Smith's GPS tracker an hour and 36 minutes later. They cited no unburied 5140 instances on their approach. Smith's body was discovered lacking the signs typical of 5140 instance. Autopsy indicates he died from exposure and suffocation due to inadequate oxygen intake. Further investigation indicated his oxygen intake valve was damaged during the ascent to the summit. Bodies of Arnold, Hillary, and Patrick Edmund were discovered higher up Everest. Hillary died from exposure, while Edmund was found to be 5140 instance. It is currently believed that Smith's inadequate oxygen led to him hallucinating, 5140 instances blocking their path and destroying their campsite. Hillary's foot was found wedged into a rock fall, likely the source of his immobility. This incident has been taken into account and supply manifests for future expeditions adjusted accordingly. Addendum 5140.2 file update 4/25/2024. Location: Mount Everest, Nepal. Status: concluded. Oh yeah, event report. Time: 1:49 p.m. local time, April 25th, 2024. Disruption class Kinect, I'm guessing that's pronounced. Event summary. Increased global temperatures have resulted in significant thawing of ice sheets and snow drifts on Everest. Such thawing caused a large avalanche at 11:49 local time, which moved a large amount of snow off the summit. Lower depths of snow allowed scanning planes to identify significant amount of SCP-5140 instances below the snow. Further excavation revealed SCP-5140 instances form a significant portion of Everest itself. Currently, it is estimated that 49% of Mount Everest mass is formed by corpses.
I'm getting the feeling that they
Fun.
didn't hallucinate.
Well, you see, that's like they're being extra, like it being made out of the corpses, again, doesn't indicate that that's actually within their ability to move around and do that shit.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to see, because I do have the list right here. Disruption class Eki is the known disruption would extend roughly the size of a large metropolitan area to an entire country. Potential disruption could extend to an entire world. The spread would be swift and difficult to manage. The Foundation would find it quite difficult to neutralize its effects.
Yeah,
And
that tracks.
yeah, and it went to connect during the event. The known potential disruption would be extended to a number of people roughly defined as a city. Anomalous effects could spread with a fairly significant speed, fast enough to cause concern. The Foundation would find it moderately difficult to neutralize its effects.
Yeah, so that's like the disruption class of that specific event.
Yeah, which is not good.
Hmm.
At least it didn't go to a Amida.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't make much sense for it to go to Amida since it's just Mount Everest, but it's, just Mount Everest.
Yeah.
How fun, how quaint.
They do say it's written by Rounderhouse, which is the writer of the SCP.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it says written by Rounderhouse, and right at the bottom
They
is
actually gave the right thing?
yeah, it says right here SCP 5140 by Rounderhouse.
Okay, maybe they got yelled at by people in their comments and decided to do that.
Well, Hatchet, that never stopped content farms before, so this is new for us.
True.
Yeah,
Now,
anyways, we ready to
Peppy,
see this? Let's see.
Peppy, it's obvious you want attention. Okay, I was reading
Oh,
before.
I forgot on the last video. The only thing I clicked was ableism. It was just when I made it show up in stream.
Ableism.
The only thing to see is ableism crossed out. Anyways,
Also,
Ableism.
before we watch this, would you like to have have found a short video that I think summarizes stickdeath.com very well.
okay.
Would you like to see it so you can also see Stick Death and the horrible art?
Yeah, though there is one thing they do say written by Rounderhouse down
What?
here, but they
I
don't fully use what you're supposed to use. You know what I mean, like the license thing.
Yeah.
uh
Oh wait, I forgot. We're supposed to judge the thumbnail first.
okay, one thing at a time. Um
Yeah.
yeah, Jerry, you could send that to me and I'll try to remember to look at it later.
Oh, I was gonna put it in the live stream voice chat just
Oh, that
If
works.
That
if
works.
Bright watches it here, then probably mute it first because, like everything in the early 2000s, it uses copywritten music.
Yeah, so yeah, probably.
You'd have to mute it first, but it does summarize it very well.
Gotcha.
I was probably gonna watch it later after stream, but yeah,
I'll try to remember
Yeah.
to look at it.
yeah,
Should I just PM it to both of you?
sure.
I guess.
Anyways, it- I
This
don't
is
even
what I
know.
was watching when you were both small children.
I don't even know what to think about this thumbnail.
What is the thumbnail?
I just put it in the VC chat.
What? What?
Uh, this is okay. So I suppose
I'm gonna just grab another Chips Ahoy
Yeah.
for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Gotta
You're gonna say something, Hatchet?
um sorry, my brain's blah.
That's fine.
Think I'm getting overstimmed.
Ah,
Um
I wish I could send you a cookie.
that's fine. Um so assuming that this thumbnail is based on the guy's hallucination,
mhm.
um I guess it's not as bad as it could be,
Yeah,
but there like at no point did the hallucinations indicate that they were like literally moving around as if they were alive. It
yeah.
said that they were moving and that they were grasping, but they still all were bodies.
Mhm.
And there wasn't a giant one floating
Yeah.
towards him.
I don't think it's floating. I think it's buried, like it's half buried in the snow.
It looks
Uh,
like it's at the edge,
Yep, I
making
see
itself
snow
look like
packed
it's
up.
floating, yeah.
There's
Yeah,
snow packed up in front of it.
there's snow packed up around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the snow packing around it can be something that happens when you're pulling yourself up.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
either way, it's like half buried in the
Yeah,
snow.
but yeah. So
It might be just climbing on the side. It doesn't look buried to me.
we're just having
I
a split between whether or not they're buried or floating.
I'm
Because there's
saying that
literally nothing behind it.
well, I mean part of the like little bit of the mountain goes behind the arm, though it's very minuscule and covered up by the snow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think it's floating.
Yeah.
okay.
So the clickbait thumbnail. Um.
I guess 3.
Yeah.
It's an actual drawing and it's somewhat based on the actual SCP.
At least if. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. All right. Who's ready to see the final SCP video of the night?
Okay.
Yay.
3, 2, 1.
It's so cold. But however cold I think it is, it's probably much, much colder. At this point, the wind and snow have whipped my cheeks so hard they barely feel anything. Small blessing,
Okay.
I guess.
Why is he
Real
so
quick.
quiet?
Just okay, again, like we've got the issue of him trying to do ASMR, but also serious question.
Mm-hmm.
Does this guy just have an aversion to drawing a mask on someone?
I'm going
'Cause
to
you'd be
comment that they might be having the voice quieter because the voice, I mean, not the voice, the snow muffles all sound.
I guess so.
guess I could kind of see that, but like It's like a narration that's like taking place after the fact.
Yeah, it's fair. It should be louder then.
But
Yeah.
also, like this also bugged me in the thumbnail, but I decided not to mention it. But I'm not going to excuse it here. This guy is not properly equipped to be climbing Mount Everest.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not.
He's
In
wearing
any
skinny jeans, which are not thick enough for for climbing. And I'm sorry, if they're wearing skinny jeans, he can't wear the under pajama things that you need under the normal clothing.
He's
The
got his whole head exposed.
he
Was he
even
even wearing
somehow has
goggles?
skinny boy boots.
Yeah,
It's
he
like he has
does.
the twink climbers package. Oh, the sort of thing people like buy to have a fun time in the bedroom instead of actually use it in the real world.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess using in the bedroom is real world, just not real climbing. The twink package is for bedroom only. It is not for climbing Mount Everest. He also doesn't have any of the you need because you do need them.
Right?
Yeah, hold on, I was trying to fix something.
Uh,
Anyways, ready to keep going?
Yeah, let's stop staring
at
at the twink
best.
butt.
My feet aren't so lucky. Every step I take drives my snowshoe a foot deep into the snow. We're up at
Yeah, your
7,700 meters by
snowshoe.
now.
Yeah, he's not
Everett's
wearing.
summit is at 8,800. Tomorrow,
That was
He's not.
7,700.
He's not
I,
wearing anything to cover his head.
Nope. He's gonna die.
also, he doesn't have a hiker's bag.
Yeah.
He's just. It's like he was. It's like he was told, "Hey, you're gonna hike through a mildly cold mountain pass. Okay, you can dress accordingly." And then they just drop him on Mount Everest and say, "Yeah, you're good."
It's less a mountain pass and more like a hill. A
Yeah.
very steep hill.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
we'll enter what's popularly called the death zone, the area above 8,000 meters where there isn't enough air to sustain human life. That's why we pack the oxygen. After that, we'll crest the summit
Your bag
and
is
come
not
back
big
down
enough
from the
to,
Chinese
to
route.
have oxygen.
I'm shaken
tanks.
out of my reverie by
Yeah.
a noise. I've been trudging forward through
Oh
the
my
lashing
gosh, they
wind
even
and
have
snow.
a skinny boy bag?
Where did this rope come from?
I don't know.
It wasn't there before, but now it is.
Uh, uh,
No. Pulled
It's
by the
okay,
rope
the
of
magical.
Where did these two people come from?
they
He went
just,
from. Yep.
they just, they motherfucking, they went from having one guy that very clearly was not tied to anyone else to spontaneously, oh yeah, there's two other guys on either side of him. They're tied together with a rope.
Why does one guy have a less of a bag than the other?
I don't.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
Do
Like,
they, do
and
they want him to die sooner?
yeah, and that guy's also bald, so he's even more exposed to the cold.
Oh god, yeah.
What the?
We're only 40 seconds in.
I hate it here. I want to go home.
You are home.
Fuck you.
Davies ahead
That
of me
reminds
and
me.
Samuel behind.
Just so you have an idea of how cold, how much the cold would probably affect them. There's one series I watched a few videos of talking about schools in different areas, and in one it was like one of the coldest places in the world. And the kid, fully dressed with ears covered, had to rush to the school bus before his ears were like damaged by the frost
Yeah.
and cold while being fully dressed.
Also,
So,
like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I remember hearing like talk about researchers in Antarctica that they can't run because if they sweat, the sweat can freeze and kill them.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So these guys are sweating, they're uncovered. Technically, their ears shouldn't work anymore. I mean, I would say
And
they should be going blind, but they have the goggles on, so I guess they wouldn't be going blind. They just
They remembered to
wouldn't be
bring
able
the
to
dog.
hear or talk because they don't have mouth covers.
Wait, what are we saying? Of course these guys aren't affected by the elements. They're fucking marshmallows in cosplay.
You know what? Yes, you're right. Let's keep watching. It's two
But through the
vanilla
shrill screaming of the
marshmallows and one chocolate marshmallow.
Yeah.
That they okay,
can
let's
just-
also talk for a sec, real quick. Like one of those side little like very like subtle bits of racism. You notice how this is the first time we see some representation of someone that isn't the whitest motherfucker on earth, and
Yeah.
he's just like 2 shades lighter.
Yeah.
At least they show him as the leader, meaning it's the person everyone trusts the most.
That's fair enough.
It also means he has to be the most skilled person because the person at the front, he's the person you rely on when everyone else at the back fucks up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, I wouldn't
that's
be
fair
surprised if they somehow make him die first.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't make him the most reliable person, then kill him off first. Also, I guess technically he would be the cocoa marshmallow since he's not really full chocolate color, more like cocoa. The one in the center would be vanilla, and the person in the back, I think he'd be more like a peach flavor because he's slightly darker than the middle guy.
Hmm.
The one in the middle is Irish, the other one's white.
Or maybe he'd be apricot. What kind of fruit do you think he'd be flavored?
Apricot
Back up.
marshmallow.
Back up, right. You said the one in the middle is Irish, the other one is white.
Yeah.
When the one in the back is the closest to ginger.
Yeah.
Irish can have all sorts of hair color. I think he's referencing. I mean, she's referencing the skin color. Oh my gosh, let's press play. I feel like I'm breaking so much watching their stupid art.
This is so stupid.
Hear
This is
Davies
so
yelling me.
stupid. Why
I
do we
freeze,
do this?
And my eyes adjust. Ahead of Davies, the snow sags
It's something
just a
that
little bit.
happens when your brain
signals
breaks
the
enough.
presence of a
god.
You start forgetting basic things.
Where did the goddamn rope go? How the fuck does this? How the fuck are we a minute and a half into this goddamn video and we've already had like 3 fucking what is it? What is it? Like when something's put on screen and then isn't there in the next shot. I forget what it's called. Oh,
Why don't we just take a deep breath, remember some basic things so we don't get lost in the stupid? Grass is green, air is plentiful. I mean, food is plentiful. The sky is blue, and water is good.
Yeah.
give me a sec. Give me a second. I need to look this up because I'm gonna lose my shit if I can't remember what this is called.
I'm sorry for saying the air is plentiful. Maybe my brain isn't all.
What? No, it's not that. It's like me trying to remember what this is called.
Also, the lead of the group should be setting up like picks or following picks.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
the things they set in the mountain so people don't get lost and die.
Okay. Yeah. So the word I was looking for is continuity error. We're a minute and a half in, and we've had 3 fucking continuity errors
That's
in
okay.
in an animation.
You know what? Our brains are only a little broken. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
The
A
faster
little broken.
the faster we finish it, the faster we can recover.
Or the
Filled
faster
with
that we
snow.
can destroy
If any of us
brains.
had stepped on it,
Yeah.
the snow would have collapsed,
Wait,
and
why
we'd
did
be
it
sitting
make this weird center crack in the mountain?
What?
Is this how they draw a crack in the mountain?
What
That's
is
not how
this?
cracks look.
What is this fucking wily coyote ass fucking drop trap?
Yeah, also, I like how we're just suffering and Daryl's just playing with a ball.
That's okay.
That's good for Daryl.
We love you, Daryl! You know what? I'm gonna change my avatar very quick. I think I should have my character with a different expression.
Oh, my head is killing me.
And Daryl went to sleep.
Take me with you, Daryl.
Firefox is pulling a tantrum. Firefox, please cooperate. I can't change the avatar if you're not cooperating.
I thought all you said was foxes are pulling a tantrum. And thank
Oh
and
no, that sounds cute!
and then all that makes me think of is Robin in my chat, like going on a tangent or something.
Okay, come on. Come on, Firefox. Come on. Oh,
Why will none of these black tip reef shark show up as malformed?
uh, just press play.
Alright.
Oh, now it fucking worked.
You want me to continue pressing play? Or do you want me to wait?
Press play.
in a vertical trench 40 feet deep with no way out. I let out a breath that had frozen inside my chest. We set up the ladder to span the crevice and slowly.
I think this avatar suits my mood.
Yeah.
I don't know what the avatar is. I can't be bothered to open Google
That's fair.
or open my browser.
But the thing is, they just dropped the ladder.
I
That's what you do. You just take it out of nowhere and go
see. You see, the ladder was actually the ropes the whole time. And that's
Oh,
why
you're
the
right,
ropes are
ropes
gone.
are gone again.
The ladder was transformed into the ladder was transformed into ropes and is now back to being ladder form. The ladder is an anomaly that they're using.
But
That makes sense now.
Don't people typically leave the ladder behind when there's a giant crack?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
And also giant cracks normally aren't covered up with fucking shaving, like shaved ice.
Yeah.
move across it.
Sound
We all make it
effects
to the other
breaking.
side
Yeah.
when a spare ice
I
pick
wanna
that
go
was hanging
home.
off Samuel's pack slips off. It crashes onto the fluffy white snow and is instantly swallowed up. We're left staring at the arm-sized patch of emptiness where it landed less than a second ago.
Why would
This
they
time,
care?
Davies
Yeah.
is the one who let out a whistle. We keep moving. The sun is going to set in just a
Why
little
would
bit,
they use the whistle?
and
That's
we need to
dangerous.
get to a safe spot to hunker
Yeah.
down for the night. Trying to climb in the night is suicide on Everest. We've just about found a nice, rocky patch to set up our tents on when the steel tip of my boot clunks on something. I freeze again. then forced my eyes open and looked down. A brown, desiccated hand sticking out of the snow. Its
That
fingers
doesn't look
extend towards my
desiccated. That
throat.
hand looks
It's-
more
I draw a
alive
sharp-
than his.
That hand is the best goddamn hand they've drawn in all of these fucking videos, and they're calling them desiccated.
It looks the most alive out of any entire fucking series. What the fuck are they talking about? Desiccated.
Someday, the world will be consumed in the fires of the sun. And then everything will be right. Everything will be right then.
You know what? Let's see if they mess up on the hand at any point, because this is the most perfect hand I've ever seen from this
Hard
artist.
breath. That was a close one. Then I yelled to the
I mean,
others.
it's not the most amazing hand, but it is from them.
Yeah.
They both turned for a second before Davy yells in response. He's only 10 feet away, but we have to scream to hear anything over the gale. Sam, set up the tents.
I just
I'll
realized the
help Tom."
corpse hand is a
He
few
trudges
shades
over,
darker than
pulling
that
his
fucker.
collapsible spade off his pack and quickly popping it open. We get to work. That is what we're here for, after all. Briefings were very clear. Our job was to summit Everest from the Nepal side and come down from the Chinese side, using the most popular route, and to bury any and all bodies we came across. I don't really know why. The Foundation is big on need to know, and I guess they decided I didn't need to know.
Wait, I
Davies-
think they replaced them with the NTF with D-Class.
They're sending NTF up to bury bodies without telling them how to avoid dying.
Yep.
On top of that, I just need to mention that when they were supposedly burying a body, they were just shoveling snow next to it rather than actually goddamn burying it.
Yeah, wouldn't that uncover more of the body?
Yeah.
You know, well, let's just stop using logic. They don't use logic here. Let's keep going.
I can't turn my brain off.
I
It's
get
being
it. I
used
get
for
it.
other things.
He was Team
I
V.
need my brain to
The
be
rest of
turned
us-
on so that I can breathe.
Yeah.
Hatchet, I
Just got
get it.
handed-
That's why I'm using this avatar.
I can't see it though.
climbing
It's
gear and a
basically
shovel.
literally
and we're
the
told
only
to get
art
to
I've
work.
ever.
Gotcha.
I uncover its torso while Davies digs a new hole in the soft snow a good meter and a half deep for it. It's
Oh,
an
so
adult
they're
female.
uncovering.
I've seen enough of these
They're-
bodies to
They're
register that.
uncovering it and burying it elsewhere.
Ah.
Why'd they make her boobs
Why?
that way? They. How come they don't know how to draw boobs?
Also, the scarf just is immediately cut in a straight line right there.
She also has no bag. She has no gloves. She has no mask.
It's just some Nepalese lady in a summer dress going to church in Nepal for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't think the Nepal people have summer clothes up there.
Yeah. Also, we almost have a
Shit.
bingo.
Got them imported. What'd you say, Bray?
We almost have a bingo.
I almost feel like the way
Really?
they have her dressed up in Everest is some sort of version of sexism.
I was gonna
Why
say.
would she? Why would
I
she
mean-
dress right when she's a woman?
I mean, at the same time, the guys aren't dressed right either.
Yeah. I was
Well,
gonna.
yeah, but they're dressed better. They didn't give her a bag or anything.
Yeah. Fair. I was gonna say, if we get any racism, we get a bingo.
I'm sorry. So far, I've only seen sexism.
I mean, there's the very subtle element of racism.
Yeah,
Talking about like the first person of color that's well, I should clarify, the first person of color that's not a corpse
Yeah.
is like very slightly like they changed them from white and they just made them like two tiny little shades darker, which is like something you commonly see in uh like people who haven't unpacked any sort of their racism when they try to depict a person of color.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh,
You want to continue? Let's continue.
yeah, you're about to say, do you want to continue? You know the answer to that, right?
The only
I
splash of
still
color
say,
in a
look
dried
how
blood
bad they
brown
fucked
body
up on her
is a yellow.
boob.
Yeah.
I'm a gay man, but even I'm looking
It's
at
the
a boob.
uniboob.
It's not a
Oh
uniboob.
my-
Think
it-
of this. Her boobs are, one is longer than the other, so it's not uniform between her on her chest. That means it's like, if you saw her undressed, that would basically mean 1/3 of her chest is covered in one boob and 2/3 in another boob. And the 1/3 boob is for some reason larger.
Anyways, let's.
I
Oh.
I would like to announce that I hate it here right now.
We love you too. Let's go.
Yellow scarf around its neck. To confirm it's a 5140. I sprinkle a
What the
little water
fuck?
on it. It makes contact with the skin before instantly freezing and shattering. I shudder and instantly regret complaining about our footwear. If that had made
That would
contact
happen
with my
on
skin,
any corpse up there.
Yeah.
Also, I've heard people say, unless you use like that, basically all water freezes solid there. So the only thing you can do for water is literally melt snow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Poor
I'm
Ash.
sorry.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Davies
Forget I
finishes
said
with the
anything.
hole, though the weather is doing its best to reverse his progress. We use the tips of our survival shovels to push and roll the body into the shallow grave. It lands with a solid thump. Then we get to work
Why
filling
are
in
they
the snow.
drawing the corpse
The
better
whole
than anything
process
else?
takes about half
I don't
an
know.
hour. By now,
Even
the sun
its
is set and
rolling
it's getting.
animation.
Mm-hmm.
That rolling animation was really funny.
It was, but it was also very.
Well, it's more fluid than anything else they've done, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Getting dark very quickly. I give the snow a quick pat down to solidify it, and we start trudging back towards the tents. The blizzard is getting worse. Samuels is standing outside waiting for us. We hurriedly crawl inside our tents.
I'm sorry, give
The
me
other
a
two
sec.
share one.
It's very important that I. Why are they shit? Okay, put that aside. Like
It's probably for heat.
okay, but fucking they they it turns back and it shows him like patting it like a fucking toddler, and then the sound is just that's me patting on my belly.
Yeah.
Anyways. Why does the white guy look pissed to be next to the guy?
He's having a bad dream. He's dreaming about animating this.
And I'm in the other, with the packs and equipment.
Wait, hold on. I just realized. Why is the guy on himself? Him inside the bag looks like a spiky dick.
That was my thought, but that's actually kind of all right. Like you see, it's like showing the indents of the leg, with the legs.
But it's
It does
still
mildly
funny.
look like a spiky dick, though.
In
Let's
hand.
keep going.
The wind and snow doesn't reach. It's a sudden respite. I open my pack and grab the thing that vaguely resembles a small laptop. I flip the screen open. It's a satellite computer, one of the only ways to communicate with the ground from up here. I
The
type
thing
in a
that
quick
vaguely
status update to command.
The thing that vaguely looks like a small laptop pulls out a goddamn laptop. It doesn't
Technically,
vaguely.
if it was a satellite computer, they'd have to have a tiny satellite. I've
Eh,
seen people climbing Everest that actually take one out. It has like a literal tiny light.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just he just pulled out a Dell laptop saying vaguely looks like a laptop.
I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. We love you,
It's
Hatchet.
no, it's all right. This was gonna hurt no matter what.
eh.
And 4
Why did
bodies
I
today,
agree to do
buried
this?
all.
We
Going to
don't know.
drop
Because you
zone
love
tomorrow
us and we
and hit
love
send.
you.
I don't
Yeah.
expect a response this quickly, so I put it back in
I
the
love
bag,
you, Jerry.
strip off my coat and boots, and squirm myself into my sleeping bag. Climbing is exhausting work. I'm
Sorry,
out
when he
like a
was
light.
scratching his face, he
By the time I'm
briefly
out of my
had
tent the
5
next
fingers.
morning, the
Yeah.
others are already suited up and ready to go. It's just before the crack of dawn. The blizzard has mostly subsided, or at least moved farther up. We work in
Wait,
silence to
they're leaving
dismantle
the.
the
Okay,
tents,
they're not
pack
leaving the
everything
tent.
up, and get moving again. It's uncharacteristically quiet on the mountain, just the crunching of fresh fallen snow under our feet. As we leave camp, I swear I can still see the raised lump of snow where we buried the stiff last night. We start making our way up the
Is that what
mountain.
you're calling her,
The
the
air is
stiff?
thin here,
Mhm.
which means clouds are a non-issue. You can see all the way down. We've only been walking for maybe 45 minutes before Davies calls out.
Body.
He and Samuels get it this time.
Why?
This one's relatively fresh. The skin hasn't frozen over or sloughed away. Lots of frostbite, though. Seems exposure got them. Just as he's finished digging the hole, Samuels loses his footing in the soft snow. He flings out a hand to break his fall, and it lands right on the shriveled chest of the corpse. It's barely a second before he jumps back, but it's a second too late. His furred glove has already frozen itself to the corpse's chest, trapping his hand inside it. I immediately start running through the snow towards them, but Davies is closer. He wraps his arms around Sam's chest and heaves backward, both falling on their asses as the glove gives way. For my part, I freeze when I come up next to them. The tips of the fingers on Sam's hand are blackened and gangrenous, advancing and withering away as we watch. Davies lets go of him and scrambles
What?
backward, pulling out his bladed shovel.
So wouldn't like
Wait, are they killing the gays first?
I don't know. But wait, correct me if I'm wrong. But wouldn't the guy who helped pull them off also be infected?
I
He
don't
didn't touch
think
the hands. He touched the torso.
I don't think so. But also, what was with that ice suddenly showing up? The
Hmm.
the thing doesn't freeze you. It saps all of the heat from your body. That doesn't equal ice forming on you. That
Yeah.
equals you effectively going completely cold.
Mhm.
Yeah, also, you wouldn't instant. Never mind.
Uh,
Let's just watch them kill one of the gays first.
I
In
think
only
they're
4
gonna go
seconds,
for like
the
the
blackish
hands.
rot has
Yeah.
already crawled to his wrist, and it's not slowing down. The tips of his fingers where it started have turned hard and blue. They're frozen. It's dead silent, except for the eternal screeching of the wind. Quietly, I unholster my service weapon, but Sam beats me. Using his free hand, he reaches behind him and frees his pack, letting it fall behind him. He pops out his pistol and looks at me with a terrified look in his eyes, the kind of thing you see from a deer in the headlights. Sam, don't do. Tell them I did good, Tom. Make sure my family gets the money. Then he turns around and lunges at the corpse,
Wait, if
tackling
his
me.
hand was
The
in that
momentum
state, he
rolls
wouldn't be
them
able
both
to
into the
shoot
hole he
himself.
just finished
Yeah.
digging.
He wouldn't be able to
They
grab a
slide.
gun.
A moment later, we hear a gunshot from the border. It echoes around the mountains. I fall onto my
That's
knees.
not how
Jesus
it works.
Christ.
Frostbite can't move. It's
Yeah.
dead flesh. Sorry, press play. I
We
forgot
buried them
logic
fast
doesn't
and deep.
go here.
No conversation, no memorial. We split
There's
up
no
what was
need
in
to
his
just
path
like
and leave behind
sprint
it
through
empty,
it,
unmarked.
like
Yeah.
through your complaints.
With
I'm
only the
just
2 of us,
reacting.
The ascent is faster, but more
I'm
dangerous. We
trying
find
to
more and
sprint
more
through
bodies up
it.
here.
Why are these hands better than the normal character hands?
Wait, how come it's only the people who weren't white not being underground right here? It's just people underground.
I think I know why the hands are better on those, because one, the hands won't move, and two, If you look at it, a lot of them are copy paste.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah.
also why they're all white. That's
Hey.
just lazy.
Hey, everyone. I just caught a cleft mouth shark in Dredge.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's a black reef shark with no eyes, and its mouth goes all the way to its tail, and it's better than this.
Valid.
The death zone is where most Everest deaths happen, fittingly. All the danger of climbing is multiplied the closer you get to the top, plus altitude sickness crossed with the risk of simply suffocating from the thin air. We alternate
Who
between
will
digging
die
the hole
first?
and uncovering
The
the bodies.
white man or
We
the
do it
gay
slowly.
black man?
Wait, they changed all the white instead.
We don't come here for we don't come here for consistency, Bright. Let's keep going.
Sam, we'd be stupid to take any risks. Every corpse, I shovel the snow off. I see his
Another one
face
again.
for a split second.
God.
Then it fades, and I'm looking at whatever poor
They
fucker didn't make
switched
it to the top.
colors
8
on
more
the same
bodies buried that
body
day,
a few
not
times.
counting Sam. The first time I hear Davy say something is when the sun is setting and we're putting up camp. We share a tent, and we're huddling around the camp stove as it warms rations for us. Then, out of nowhere, his head shoots up and turns toward the zipper. Did you hear that? I freeze for the second time that day. Then I hear it. A thump-thump outside. So soft you would miss it if you weren't listening for it. We pick up our pistols from where they're resting on our parkas. I crawl to the front of the tent and unzip it ever so slightly. It's just as desolate, windy, and snow-covered as when we entered. Nothing's moving. Then I hear it again. Thump-thump. I nod to Davies and open the zip entirely. We move out, raising our guns. It's coming from the edge of the mountain, near a fresh snowdrift. I approach. Then I realize it's coming from under the
I just
snowdrift.
realized something
muffled
that
by
hurts
it.
me.
Dave-
I think they're supposed to be MTFs.
Yeah, we said that earlier.
I know, but I think we kind of dismiss them as D classes. But they're not. They're MTF.
That they
Like
just
in the story. Like in the SCP article, I mean.
yeah.
Anyways.
Davies takes up position next to it with his gun, while I start shoveling. It only takes 2 or 3 scoops before my shovel hits something hard. Another 5140, adult female. Stuck in a particularly awkward position, its legs hang into a small crevasse, made invisible in the darkness. As the wind blows, its bony legs knock between the sides of the fissure. Thump thump. We quickly dig a new hole. I guess this one was buried by some other team, but evidently not deep enough. The last thing I see as I shovel new snow onto it is a bit of yellow fabric in its parka, shining reflectively off our lanterns.
What?
A scarf. We hit the south summit the next day.
I didn't
The
see
Hillary
any
Step
yellow.
is the last portion of the gauntlet that is Everest.
That would be
They-
because
they
the
wrote-
rest
Vertical
are
rock
like
sheet
yellow.
10 meters high, edged on both sides by a 2,500 meter drop. Climbing it is a challenge in the best of times. Over the next 3 hours, we achingly advanced, meter by meter,
Are they just
up the
having a
rock
boat
face.
hop?
Every
like
muscle in my
Mario?
body aches.
Yeah.
In front of me, Davies inches upward before slamming a pick in to help me. Then a pebble falls onto my helmet, making a ding before falling away.
There's no
The
helmet.
ledge Davies'
Just
left foot
hit
rests
me.
on cracks. Davies, left.
He just gets
How did you fuck up this bad?
I don't know.
It would have been less effort to just draw them wearing helmets. Then their
Patang,
stupid
he has helmet hair. At least they haven't killed the gay black man yet. Maybe.
He immediately pivots, just as the ledge gives way. His left foot
No,
dangles in the
don't
air for a
prove me
second
wrong,
before he pulls
please.
himself higher, finding a new
Don't kill
footrest.
the gay
I
black
let out a
man.
breath I didn't know I was holding.
What was that
We make it
jump?
to the top, eventually.
Oh.
The summit of Mount
Everest
Everest is a
top.
sight that is impossible to convey in text, so I won't waste your time. It really makes you realize how utterly tiny you are compared to the massive monuments of stone and snow around you. Hey Tom, take a picture of me. Davies hands me a tiny Kodak. and poses with the sun behind him, giving a view into the entire Mahalangir Himmel.
Please don't
He
kill the gay
smiles,
black
the
man.
first time I've seen him do so since Samuel's.
They're gonna kill the gay black man.
Here's what I'm thinking. I don't think they're MTF. I think they're doing like they did with the previous SCP and they're civilians that the SCP Foundation hired.
They're acting like
They-
they're supposed to be MTF, but they're badly designed MTF.
Yeah. There's no indication that they were civvies.
Yeah. They're talking like they owe something to the Foundation. They talk like this is a job. They've done it before. They'll do it again.
Yeah.
They're talking like MTFs.
Then, just as my finger falls onto the button, it turns into a face of open-mouthed horror. He screams. The snowdrift he's standing on puffs up as a brown, crusted hand shoots
You're
out,
killing
wrapping
the gay black man?
Wait, hold on. I need to go back a bit.
as a brown, crusted hand shoots.
Look, it's Donald Trump's arms.
They said brown crusted hands, but those are not brown crusted hands.
That's why I made the joke. It's Donald Trump's arms because they're orange.
You know, yeah, that's fair. Donald Trump shared his sunscreen. It's makeup. Everyone knows it's makeup.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about the fact that death might simply feel like you're back in the womb? Nice and cozy. Away from this shit.
Hatchet, you are not joining the gay black man in death. We need to add racism to the bingo. This is racism.
Bingo.
Okay. Let's go.
Wrapping around his calf. He stumbles backwards right onto the edge. The body is pulled out after him, a 5140, its mouth open in a dry grin. Then I see its chest, a frozen black glove affixed to it. I rush forward, but it's too late. Davies balances on the edge for a split second. Then the 5140 is pulled out and knocks his legs out from underneath him.
Wait. They made... Earlier they looked like a woman. Now they look like a man. What the
Listen.
They still look like a woman. They just forgot her boobs exist.
Yeah.
It's okay, Hatchet. It's okay.
No, it's not.
Maybe they'll remember she has boobs. Maybe.
Anyways, let's continue.
Is it
We make
okay
eye
that my
contact and
eyes
both of them
twitching
vanish.
in
I
anger?
hear them scream all the way down.
Wait, the
Eye contact, then both of them vanish.
guy looks like they're sucking dick while falling.
Are they saying the weird dead lady was molesting the gay black man in death?
I hear them scream all the way down. This isn't real. This can't be happening.
Goodbye,
They're
best
dead.
character
They're
in
not
this.
zombies. They're not supposed to be able to move. Jesus. The one with the scarf? I thought it was a coincidence. No, it followed us up. They're intelligent. Oh, God. I immediately turned around and tried to go back down. That's when I saw them at the bottom of the step. A 5140, dressed in all black climbing wear, and a Foundation patch on its shoulder. Samuel's. 3, maybe 4 others behind him. All of them ones I had thrown
That's
into shallow
not what
graves and buried on the
Samuel
way
was
up.
wearing.
All staring up at me with those
Yeah.
hungry, sunken teeth and eyes. There was no way I could make it off the summit without touching them. Davies had the satellite communicator. It was over. I found this recorder in my bag. Forgot I had packed it. To whichever climber or recovery team finds this, stop. You have to stop sending people up. There are so many more of these things than you think there are. You have to stop before more people die. The air is thin up here, which is probably why I'm not hyperventilating. No air to breathe, but it's not gonna last. You can see the entire world from here. It's very beautiful. It's so cold. I'm going to try to knock the corpses at the bottom of the step off the side before oxygen
They killed the
deprivation
gay
sets
man
in. I'm
first.
going to leave the recording here with my
Yeah.
pack. Please, don't send anyone after us. SCP-5140 refers to a number of frozen corpses scattered across Mount Everest, located in the Himalayas of Tibet. When physically exposed to heat of any form, including body heat, they will absorb it without raising their temperature, which rests at approximately 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. If an individual dies as a result of contact with SCP-5140 instances, their corpse will become another SCP-5140 instance. Recent excavation has revealed SCP-5140 instances form a significant portion of Everest itself.
It's not
Currently,
excavation.
it is estimated 45...
Yeah, it was an event.
It was an avalanche. It uncovered a whole bunch of them, and then they did some thermal imaging and found way more of them.
I'm
But
gonna
who
say
cares
that
about
an
that?
excavator probably wouldn't work in Everest.
Yeah.
Most likely. But you know, I mean, they made the cold corpses into zombies. So why can't they make excavators work on Mount Everest?
Wait, I just
You know
realized something.
What?
why?
There were a bunch of moments where there were African American instances, but do you see any walking around or right here?
No.
Also, I just noticed they made her boobs inaccurate again.
Yeah.
Boobs don't. That's not where they go on male or female anatomy. They're
It's just like
lower. They're slightly. They're lower.
this looks like poorly drawn pecs. Look, on the bright side, overall their anatomy is better. The bodies
Yeah.
aren't like fucking weird ass misshapen chips anymore.
That's true, but those boobs bother me so much. You know why, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know the bone on the between the chest and the shoulders?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It's making it look like the boobs grow from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's just the boob bones. It's where the boobs come out of.
Oh my god.
We both know
Anyways.
that's not true.
Anyways, let's finally finish it.
I
percent of
love
Mount
I
Everest's
love it.
mass
I
is
love
formed by
touching people's
corpses.
boob bones.
Oh my god. Oh, that was it.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, the crooked man.
That's
Oh,
an SCP I like a lot, and the fact that they're
can't
showing
wait.
it that way bothers me. But you know what?
Can't
We're not on there. This is the last one for the night. We don't have to do this for another week.
Removal of character / license.
So,
3?
yeah, they actually credited the author, but
I guess
otherwise they
that
just
means
kind of said
2.
their
God
home.
damn it.
Well, no, I was thinking three because like otherwise they didn't do anything from the article and added their own bullshit a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
they did keep MTFs, but they did make them literally completely different MTFs. Okay, I get it. Yeah,
Yeah,
3.
Added
I think
gore or
three is
violence.
4.
fair. I don't think four. There wasn't
Yeah.
a whole bunch of added gore.
Well, think of this. The original article's only violence was accidentally messing up their oxygen tank and hallucinating.
Well, yeah. Like
In comparison, this is a 3 or a 4.
I'm not saying that it should be zero. I just don't
Mhm.
think that like the added gore or violence is to the point where I would say four because like when I think about added gore or violence, it's like blood spewing everywhere,
Well, it
like
said
sort of
added
thing.
gore or violence.
Yeah, or violence, but even then it's like
And in the setting, they can't really add that much gore.
Yeah.
Nothing
I
really
guess
bleeds.
yeah.
Everything's frozen.
How about
And
yeah, how about we just say three?
Yeah. That's fine
Meet
with
in the
me.
middle.
Alright. Deviates from the plot of the article.
For a second I thought you said
4,
Davites.
3.
I mean
They
it's
kept
functional.
some things, so it has to be a 3, not a 4 or
Yeah.
2. But I
I
think
mean
3 is.
like the plot of the article is like well it's not even the plot of the article. The plot of the addendum that this is based on is three guys go up and then all end up dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a 2. They did an okay
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. So Yeah, let's say
They
2
didn't do it the
there.
way the article did, but it's close
Yeah.
enough.
Only men in a
Yeah.
video / offensiveness.
4. They killed the gay men first, and they horribly killed the black gay
Was
man,
it
and
even
the straight
clarified
white
that they
guy
were
lived left.
gay?
I don't think it was clarified that they were
It
gay. It's
wasn't
just
clarified, but they acted like a couple. The one guy spoke about them like they were a couple. They slept in the same bed.
yeah, fair enough. I Well, I mean, on one hand, it, like, I guess here's the thing: is like this is a narrative about how these 3 people end up dead. So
Mm-hmm.
no matter what, like, no matter like how diverse you make the cast, they're all gonna end up dead.
Yeah.
That's true.
So like, it's kind of like what I meant. It's kind of like how I mentioned like why I think some of the representation in Attack on Titan is all right, because like there's some romantic representation of like some gay stuff going on that ends up not panning out for them being happy together, but basically no one's happily together in romantic relationships in that story. Basically everyone ends up dead or separated by death in some way.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
true. At least they had a gay man and 2 gay people.
Yeah.
I mean, a black
A,
man and 2
a
gay
gay
people.
man.
Oh, God damn it!
All gay men are black now.
No! 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 At least they had a black man and 2 gay people. There we go.
So that's sad.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
I
don't
guess
know.
that one's like 0?
I'm pretty offended, but
1?
because they made this video. But I don't know if that's proper.
Yeah.
Besides that,
I think we need to give it a 0.
Yeah.
yeah, like there was a pretty reasonable amount of diversity in like the bodies of people trapped up there. Okay, yeah, I think
Though
it's
I
fair.
do feel like it might earn a 1 with how they dressed literally every woman that was there. All the men had gloves when they weren't corpses, but none of the women did.
Yeah, that's actually fair enough. Sorry, Bright. I think we're changing that to a 1.
Well, it's still higher than the others.
It's still higher. Well, I gotta admit that too. Still higher.
So far, this content form is doing better than the other 2.
Wait, it went down to 40% because we added 1?
Yes.
Because 1 is 5%.
Yeah.
Because I do it up to 20 for each one. Because 20 times 5 is 100.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but wouldn't like higher percentage be good?
I'm minusing the um 60
I'm
100 by 16. I'm the 35 and 40% is how accurate, not these numbers.
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So 40% accuracy and
I think
35%
it did
accuracy.
really good. In fact, I think the last content farm we did might not have had anything that was 40%. That is depressing.
Yeah, like the biggest, like I think the biggest and most glaring deviation from the article is turning them into zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's just stupid. Why'd you do that? But besides that, it was pretty damn accurate for the most part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, in comparison to
Yeah.
the rest of these. Who knows? Maybe someday we'll find these content slop videos and they're basically just Vulgan readings in accuracy. Who knows? One
No,
can
that's
dream.
not going to happen. That's never going to happen. That's why they're
I
called
can
content
dream.
farms.
I can dream.
Yes, you can, fish butt, but it won't happen.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh, I also found out something interesting. You know that
Gar butt.
SCP video I recommended in General Bullshit a while back about SCP Academy or something. It was called. Yeah, basically the 049 that shows up, that's the Vulcan. He actually was in it.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. Anyways, I actually have a headache.
That's valid.
Yeah,
Headache is
my
valid.
head's killing me.
And you know what? Now that we are ending, I'm gonna change because I'm going to assume when we meet again, I'll be happy. Headache is
My head's
valid.
killing me.
I'm not right now, but I will be eventually.
Quick, Bright, cause something to make bad stuff happen.
No.
Come out of my
Let's just
ass.
end. I don't care what you do to your butt. Just keep it away from me.
Okay, I've got a very important video to share. Okay, it's where is Discord? There you are. I've got a very important video to share. I'll put it in the VC chat. You'd have to go to Twitter to actually watch it, but it's an important video. Press crow to crow.
Oh my god. Anyways, Jerry, any last words? Oh wait, are they gone?
I'm not gone.
Oh.
You can literally see me still in the chat.
Yeah, do you have any last words?
I'm gonna eat pizza after this.
Perfect. Hatchet, any last
No.
words? Oh.
My last words are twiddly dee, twiddly dum. My body's slowly dying from the intake of these videos.
Oh.
Don't die. We need you.
I'm gonna press X to doubt.
Anyway.
We need you, and if you try to die on us, I swear I will pull you from death.
Anyways, Danger Noodles. I hope to see you guys next time for your next mission. Tomorrow I guess I'll do Lost in Vivo, the
Wait a minute.
DLC stuff.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. What?
Wait a minute.
What?
I need to cheer myself up with something.
Oh my god.
Okay? Okay. I'll make you dance, meat puppet! You're a joke to me! Okay.
Oh my god.
I feel better.
Anyways, I hope you guys will see me there then. And also, totally D, totally dumb, I'm full of cum.
Amputates own arms.